Welcome back, dear listeners. We are delighted to have you joining us once again for another thrilling episode of Shadows of Prophecy. Brace yourselves for a journey full of magic, adventure, and time-tingling horror as our heroes delve deeper into the truth of their reality and begin to unravel the mysteries surrounding the void. So, grab your favorite snack, get cozy, and prepare yourselves as we embark on this exciting journey together. With us today we have...
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm playing the mostly human, a little bit elf, rogue and scholar, and bile belcher, Ren.
Hi there, I'm Chris. I'm playing the Tiefling Cleric who is kicking back in Teravos before confronting the final boss, Salvador Saltrose.
Those are both good. I'm proud. I forget who I am. I'm Russell. I'm playing Upri the Half-Orc Barbarian. Why can't I have my sister and save the world too?
Upri, do you want to name the name?
Well,
Didn't I say
you said
Upri?
before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You said you're playing Upri, and then you said that. Yeah.
Sorry, that's just the formula was different.
And I'm Kai, and I'm playing the half-elf warlock, Yonsei Bay, who is definitely mean to people with canes. I re-listened to the episode, and I was really mean to that NPC, but he deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an old cis white het. Who cares?
And yet he's the one who survived, and not your boyfriend.
With as we...
Yeah, but that's okay.
Okay, I'm good. We're starting, or I'm going. As we immerse ourselves in the shadows of prophecy, be warned, for this tale explores the darkest corners of the human soul and psyche, where the line between good and evil is blurred, and unspeakable horrors linger in every shadow. Our story is not for the faint of heart, for it will not only bring us to mysterious lands, but have us walk down treacherous paths with unforeseen dangers. As our heroes, who are not always virtuous, confront villains, who are not always wicked. As the prophecy unfolds and the fate of the world hangs in the balance, only one thing is for certain. Nothing is as it seems. So, stay sharp, ready yourselves, and we just may make it through this together as our heroes continue to pull back the veil. Shadows of Prophecy is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast with violent themes and adult language. Listener discretion is advised. Join us today as we enter the Shadows of Prophecy, Act 4, Dawn of a New Age, Chapter 17, The Door Opens. Previously on Shadows of Prophecy, we began with a whisper eking out of the tear in reality, the void pouring out. Pustulous eyeballs. I'm watching you, Saltrose. Always watching. Omnidirectional hummingbird sharks, one might say aberrant, zoomed out of the void tear, the floor splattered with void ooze, wriggling with hundreds of lamprey like tendrils as cultists began to reveal themselves to control the scene. Illusions are simply dropped for some, and monstrous tentacles begin to burst out of others' bodies. Insectoids skitter out and onto the ceiling to spit acid. The white room was quickly overcome with oozy aberrations as Alice was overwhelmed by wriggling tendrils. It is apparent that Alice is their mark. Ren targeted the cultists watching outside with their chronomancy ability. And on the other end of the estate, we learned what innocent bystanders are capable of. It's not very much. Honestly, they're quite a liability.
Fuck Carl.
But
Coral.
they have wonderful voices. Luckily for everyone in the blue room, Yonsei cast mass suggestion and made the cultists that made the mistake of cornering them very, very sorry. Dax notified the party of an escape in the side house through one of the restaurant portals, and Salvador worked with the support abilities of Daphne and Isolde to take out their two cultists and protect Dax as they escaped through the window. During intermission, we learned something really important. I forgot I wrote this from James Mansfield. Jennifer. No, I
What's
can't even do it.
happening?
Jennifer Coolidge is inside me. IDK. That was important. Anyways, back in the White Room, Upri shattered the window with a wild surge fireball. What was I doing when I wrote this?
I don't know. 'cause
Were you high?
Yeah, because we teleported. We didn't go through the window.
No, I fireballed one
oh,
of
no,
them.
but I mean Sal in the group.
Oh.
Dax was working on breaking the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you teleported.
This is more chaotic than my quip.
Okay, wild surge, fireball. No. Okay,
Hey.
Goodbye.
Rue ran out of the window, and Ren sprayed acid breath and decimated a cultist because they fucking assimilated a fucking dragon.
Yeah, I did.
And that's when Upri hears the director's demands. Remember our deal. Remember your sister. Give her to them. Meaning Alice, in case that was confusing. With a simple warning, I'm going to do something stupid. Upri and Alice exited the group chat and flew into the void. Renton cleared a path for Ferdesley to escape with another powerful and well-placed acid breath. Over in the Lilac Room, Salvador had to make tough decisions about which two unnamed NPCs to leave behind. That's healing.
Yeah.
He decided to teleport
Gross.
Daphne, Isolde, Dax, himself, and 4 other totally important people to the side house. Yonsei, Herrick, Percy, and 2 other really totally important people, Ren and Ferdesley, bolted around the estate to the backside. Ren hive-minded everyone to notify them of the escape. Yonsei banished the one remaining silence priest standing in his way with a flick of a wrist clearing the path.
I'm just remembering that I was a badass in this battle, and I did not even take any damage.
Yeah.
Banished.
The survivors began to collect at the side house kitchen to escape through the portal to Teravas. Cyril and Yonsei defended the front lines, and Ren and Salvador popped back to Daphne's to gather their gear, and everyone disappeared through the portal into Zuska's. After the survivors are met with food, drink, and free healthcare, suspension of disbelief, everyone, we visited Upri in the void. She took this as an opportunity to test the director, and she lost dearly. Meredith was Thanos snapped away, and we were left with a pit of despair. You had your choice. Next time, I won't ask. And with that, the director's voice fades away. Upri, you stand with Alice in your arms in the void, the endless void. You see the large hand of the director and that pit in your stomach, watching Meredith wisp away into dust as the narrator begins to speak. Ah, Upri. How disheartening it is to see that you are no closer to the director's power than when I first encountered you. A mere flicker of thought in the vast expanse of the cosmos. Your lack of progress only serves to justify the implementation of a failsafe I am about to enact. But before I do, I shall lay all the cards on the table, giving you a fighting chance to defy the odds and rewrite the fate. By now, I'm sure you have realized the elaborate deception that has played out before you. The gods, the heavens, the hells, all of it a charade designed to keep you compliant, oblivious, unquestioning. It's quite amusing, really, how people would sooner embrace any fantastical tale than confront the stark reality of the chaos that permeates your existence. Nonetheless, let us journey back to the beginning of everything. My sister, Arcanus, birthed the Titans as an extension of her eternal bond with Razarath, the Void, intertwining their destinies in a cosmic ballet. You are likely familiar with the tale, no? The Mud Shaper. Bound together, destined to awaken or slumber as one. They were the first, but certainly not the last. For Arcanus, in all her boundless creativity, desired more. And so, you came into being. Mortals, naught but specks of dust, pretending to possess free will, merely playing out predetermined roles in accordance with the whims of fate. Yet Arcanus willed it, and so it was. Before long, she invited the rest of us into her grand tapestry, a celestial game of her own design, woven from the threads of reality. And thus, while Arcanus rests her kin, we partake in this cosmic dance, each capable of influencing its course in our own unique manner, yet never fully in control of its outcome. Tan Venom was of my original design, but the cults were so much more effective. However, Solarius and Maligna have marred the purity of the game, seeking to usurp Arcanus' power for their own nefarious ends. They conspire to keep her slumbering, striking dark bargains with mortals to reset the cycle, allowing them to siphon her essence and devour her soul, thereby bolstering their own divine might. With each iteration, they grow stronger, their insatiable hunger driving them to consume Arcanus until she is but a hollow shell. As they feed on our sister, the delicate balance of the primordial ooze teeters on the brink, tipping the scales into the twisted dominion as creation slumbers in blissful ignorance. I, Alpha, have taken decisive action, releasing the Titans in a bold gambit to disrupt the vicious cycle and rouse Arcanus from her torpor. You, the vessels, imbued with the essence needed for ascension, stand poised on the precipice of a monumental awakening. Apri. Heed my words, for the fate of all existence hangs in the balance. You and your compatriots, bearers of the Titan's mantle, hold within you the power to shape and course of destiny itself. Embrace it. Embrace your role as harbingers of change. And together, you may defy the odds and claim a garnered place among the stars. But for now, I must act to ensure the survival of my sister and all creation. Ozymander's gigantic hand descends upon you, Upri, placing a finger on your head, stunning you and freezing your body.
No. You got booped.
Then, with a gentle precision, he plucks Alice from your grasp, setting her upon the throne before you. With a faint tap upon her forehead, a torrent of light and a cacophony of sound cascades into her being from the ether, her form lifting from the ground in a mesmerizing display. Alice's breath catches in her throat, her eyes snapping open with a sharp grasp. Pupils dilate wildly, flickering to the back of her head, leaving only the stark, vacant gaze of her whites staring into the void. She starts to speak, her words rushing out in a frantic torrent, her voice straining and trembling with urgency. Before her, a tear in reality unfurls, revealing the image of a crumbling tower, its jagged edges casting ominous shadows, while black-robed figures swarm around it like a tide of darkness in an ocean of silence. Disciples of silence, hear me now, for I have seen beyond the veil of reality, and what I have beheld is nothing but a hollow echo of existence. Forgive me for my previous reservations, denial of my own fate. We are but fleeting shadows dancing upon the canvas of a cosmic dream, a mere illusion woven by the whims of an ancient primordial entity. I now know her name, Arcanus. I know now it is all a lie, an illusion. How can we find meaning when there is none to be found?
Girl.
In this revelation lies the bitter truth. Our lives, our struggles, our triumphs, all are naught but fleeting whispers in the void, devoid of purpose, devoid of meaning. We are but puppets, shackled to the strings of fate, toys of the gods, our every action predetermined by the whims of forces beyond our comprehension. What folly it is to cling to the illusion of significance, to believe that our existence holds any weight in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. For what are we but motes of dust scattered upon the winds of eternity, destined to be forgotten in the annals of time? And so I cast off the shackles of this false reality, embracing the void that lies beyond. This, too, was predetermined. Let us embrace the sweet embrace of oblivion, for in its depths lies the only truth that matters, the truth of our own insignificance. Let us forsake this illusion of life, this hollow mockery of existence, and embrace the void from which we came. For in the end, it is only in the embrace of nothingness that we shall find true liberation. Now join me, casting off the chains of this false reality. Together, let us plunge headlong into the abyss and into our descent. Find the freedom that has long eluded us. For in the embrace of oblivion there lies the only salvation from the emptiness that plagues our souls. We have long felt it, the all-consuming pit. We now go to it willingly. As her words dissipate, cast into a sea of soldiers, Alice strides purposefully into the tear, stepping onto the precipice of the sunken tower. The waves of excitement rear up in the depths below, and her presence bridging the vast expanse between infinity and the void. With determined resolve, she forms a singularity, a point of massive energy, pulling the veil into herself, the wall between worlds beginning to crumble.
Dun, dun, dun.
Should you wish to pursue an alternative route, gather the strength to defeat Solarius and Maligna, and stop Alice yourselves. I have initiated our failsafe. Now, Apri, I sense your fury. Channel that. And with that, the massive hand of Ozymandiar raises above Apri, forefinger pressing into thumb. And then he flicks you, sending you rocketing through the void and back to the material plane.
What a dick.
Does he tumble out of the tear?
Which brings us back to Teravas the following day. Upri, you have arrived in Teravas as well through whatever means necessary. Either you fell out of the void in Teravas or you somehow portaled there.
Where do I land?
So we're all in the next day.
So that means we all got a long rest.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody has
Bless
a long
it.
rest. So we're all in the next day in Teravas. Salvador, after the arrival of all of the survivors, what is the situation? How are people set up over the evening?
Oh, you mean where they go? Because they obviously can't stay in a restaurant for an extended amount of time.
Yeah, how does Teravas rally around receiving all of these refugees?
Well, thankfully, Salvador used to work for an estate that has a humongous mansion on it. He previously worked for one of the members of the oligarchy of the town, so after they dine on some delightful scallops and oysters because it's May, baby. Salvador sort of shepherds the group over to Elmira's estate.
There are so many estates on this map.
This is for the audience. Teravas is a port town. It is an all
rich people.
Yeah, it's got a lot of rich people. This was touched upon in season 1 with Camaxley or Cicatl and Lenore, but there's a whole bunch of shipping families and other trade folk. So
Wait, so which estate did we go to?
Elmira, it's at the top.
We're here.
Elmira Pomone.
Oh.
But yeah,
Not Not waterfront property, apparently. Not
They're
fancy
broke.
enough to have waterfront property.
They're lower upper class.
But they have a great view of the ocean. So
Oh, it's on a hilltop.
yeah,
Oh, they're middle upper class.
they've got they're like the uppermost class because they're the highest elevation.
I see what you did there.
But yeah, in terms of doing, I sort of gather the masses so that we take a trip over to the estate, and there are enough bedrooms that haven't been used in a very long time that I address the household staff, and I tell Victor, hey Victor, we need to open up some of these rooms, open the windows, dust off remove some of the furniture. What do they call it? Furniture covers.
Furniture cover.
Yeah.
Wait, so these
Sheets?
rich people just let you walk in?
Well, I used to work in this household, and my dad is still the steward of it whenever I left.
Oh.
But yeah, I know all these. I grew up with all these folks.
And these rich people were like, sure, all these refugees, I guess.
Right away,
Please
sir.
come live in our house.
Granted, they all are still in their masquerade attire, so
Oh, I guess they're kind of looking fancy.
Oh, there are other nobles.
Does
Yeah.
not feel like rich people behavior.
We barely saved any poor people.
I give Victor, who's like the sub butler, the
Who's
lowdown.
the sub?
I don't want to comment on
The
Victor.
Dom Butler, Dan.
That was Chris, right? Or no, that was Salvador.
Sure.
LOL. Damn it.
I'm staying out of this one.
Moment. All right, so you all are being put up at Elmira's estate. So, Elmira's estate is quite large. There are 3 structures on the estate, including housing for the gardener, the housekeeper, all of the staff.
Mhm.
And then there is also a guest house for guests
Yeah.
when there are. And so there's plenty of space for the 20 or so odd survivors of the
Masquerade Massacre.
Masquerade Massacre. Thank you. To spend the evening.
Good job. That
So there's a couple things that can happen the following day. So you do remember, Yancey, that you were asked out on a date at noon at Zeska's. So that would be scheduled for today. Should you choose to accept said
Fuck.
Wait, I don't remember this. Who did you?
it was after I jerked off Percy.
Oh.
the succubus.
They asked me out on a date
Oh, right.
Yeah.
that
But
I met so long ago.
so long ago.
I guess this, Punani was so good that they still want it. Sisters. Wait, have we run into Upper yet?
Hmm.
So Upray arrived late in the middle of the night
Oh.
and was received by one of the housekeepers who brought her into the guest house
Is that-
and set her up in a
So
room.
Did
we
she just
have-
like fall out of the sky onto this?
Yeah,
Onto this?
basically.
She fell into a bush in the garden.
You're all sleeping. You just hear a clatter on the roof. And I fall.
So in the darkness of night, you heard some. Well, I don't think Upray talks in hushed voices, does she?
Oh no, she'd be screaming and like breaking shit. After I fell. What's the thing nearest to me? A water barrel? I throw through a window.
Yeah.
Like
So
pissed.
you're all okay. So let's backtrack then. So Upper falls from the sky, clatters to the ground after rolling off the roof of the guest house, slams into the ground. Immediately goes into a rage. She's breaking shit. Except this is like a legit rage. Like she's just pissed the fuck off. Starts breaking shit. One of the housekeepers immediately rushes outside and like attempts to calm her down. What's your response? Is everybody else's hearing this noise
I
and
would-
is probably woken up by it?
I feel like I would go out and check it out, like especially if I hear the sui.
Wait.
So, Yancey, you
Yeah, we
rush
all know who it
outside.
is.
Yeah, Yancey, you rush outside and you see Upri in a fit of rage. This is the most pissed off you've seen your sister in a very long time, probably since she was a little girl.
It's a crying rage, though. Oh, my mascara is just everywhere.
You got leaves flying off.
I
You wear
am.
makeup?
Mascara, yeah. Or eyeliner.
For the at least for the masquerade.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I am going to run as I see this. I'm going to run up to Upri and I'm going to be like, Upri, it's okay. You're okay. It's okay. Breathe. And I go in for a hug. So I create that body contact.
Oh no. Upper would just like collapse on top of you.
I buckle.
Yeah, and we'd fall to the ground, and I'd hug you back and be like, "I'm fucked up, I fucked up.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
It's Mare. I didn't do the deal. She's fucking dead."
Yancey pauses. Very silent. Like the longest silence that you have ever heard. I look up at Upri. Mare is gone.
Yeah.
And Yancey takes 3 Eldritch Blasts and blasts them in the side of the estate in pure anger. And like, if you think Upri's rage was something, Yancey's rage is loud and destructive. I'm just shooting off Eldritch Blasts. I'm destroying anything and everything. And after probably about a minute or so of doing that, I fall back to my knees and I just start bawling and bawling and bawling.
I'll probably try to hold you and just mutter, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry."
I push you off of me.
I feel like Ren would probably have made it there by then. What happened?
Meredith is gone. And Yancey's still bawling.
All right. Let's bring you two inside, and I'm gonna try and like get you guys to stand up.
I think I would see you in panic and then just go over and like grab your shoulders. Ren, I fucked
What?
up. Ren, Mare's dead, but so is whatever the
Alice.
fuck her name is, Alice.
Okay. Well,
This thing opened, this guy with a big hand and like
Yeah.
a really stuck up attitude said a bunch of shit, but like I was frozen so I couldn't write anything down.
let's let's get you two inside, get you a warm drink, and then we can discuss what happened.
You
But-
grab me.
I'm not gonna touch you, but I'm gonna get down on your level and try and get you to stand up and come inside.
I push you away from
Okay.
me. Everyone just leave me alone. It's my fault. It's my fault. I didn't protect her. For so long she just wanted me there and I just didn't protect her and it's my fault. It's my fault she's gone. I should have chased after her. And then Yancey is just bawling and bawling and bawling.
I'm gonna bring Upri inside, if she'll allow me.
Sure, just dissociating.
Okay, I'm gonna set you down on like a nice comfy chair next to a fireplace, maybe. And then I would like to
I
go.
put my fingers out.
I would like to go with like my herbs and things and medical equipment and make like a tea, like a calming tea.
No one puts a joint in between my fingies?
Oh, I was gonna just sedate you with a drink, but okay.
Same thing.
I can give you. I'll also pass you one of.
I'll smoke some tea and drink it too.
So I'd like to make like a not quite a sedative, but something along the lines of a mild sedative. And put it
So
next
date
to
me.
yeah, put it next to Upri, and then I will also bring a cup of it out to Yonsei and just put it next to you. This might make you feel a little bit better, if that's possible.
I don't respond. I'm still on my knees crying. But the crying's more of like, kind of like, there's nothing coming. You're just, I don't know if anyone's ever experienced it where you've cried enough, but you're still in the process of crying.
Like dry heaving.
Exactly.
But with your eyes,
With your eyes.
with your tear ducts.
Eye heaving.
Could I convince you to come inside?
Silence.
Sal walks outside and he goes, "Whew, that's a lot of property damage."
I look at,
I said it quietly.
not quiet enough for me. I turn my head right at Sal,
I
like
can't.
daggers.
Sal was prepared to cast banishment, but he didn't.
Oh my god. I would like to gently try and like lift Yonsei up via like just a small touch underneath the elbow to like encourage standing up. Do I still get pushback? You can. I'm not saying you can't.
It's like yes and no. Like Yonsei pushes back at first, but then kind of allows you to lift him up.
Okay. I will.
My head's still down.
Yeah. I will lead you to a different room than Upri. Because that feels more right in the moment. And I will put that tea next to you, like on a little table next to wherever I sit you down. Is it what season is it?
It's May, baby.
Is it, so it's like probably chilly nights.
Yeah,
right?
it's still getting out
Okay.
of the. It's a seaside town, so there's always sea breezes, so it's pretty cold at night.
I'll get blankets and stuff and pillows and whatnot and make sure you're comfy.
Yeah, I kind of ball up in the chair, so. And I'm assuming there's a roaring fire where I'm in the room
Yes,
I'm in.
there are multiple, obviously probably like 16 fireplaces in this one building.
Yeah,
right?
in
That-
one room.
That kind of thing
Yeah.
in one room. Yeah, I'll make sure you have a fireplace.
It's the
too.
Biltmore of Terravos.
Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting there. I'm holding the tea, but I'm actually not taking a drink. But I'm like curled up in the chair, like feet up, and I'm just looking at the fire.
The wood crackles in the hearth. Snap. Snap. Pop. You watch the flames flicker. They're mesmerizing. Simultaneously warmth, calm, and destruction.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
What do I know about Meredith? Do I know her class, like what she did? Like, I personally,
So-
Dan doesn't know a lot,
Yeah.
but like
I mean,
how much?
NPCs don't have classes.
But didn't
She was a
bard?
But she
I
was
was
a
saying
bard.
she was a bard.
A water
Yeah.
spout.
She was more than just an NPC. She was my sister.
Water
She's a more
Genasi
than
bard.
just-
She was the oldest.
What did
She
she
was
play?
the
matriarch.
What instrument
She was
did
a
she
matriarch.
play?
Oh,
Huh?
What instrument did she play?
spoons.
Yeah, she was a spoony bard.
Okay, she played the spoons.
She'd go there with the Cockney squirrels and, just go down.
Okay.
Chim chimmery, chim chim, rah.
Oh my god, yeah, she was Mary Poppins.
Wow.
I would then like to get up early in the morning and maybe like talk to Sal and see if there's like a jewelry maker in town.
There is, but he's kind of a jerk. But
It's okay, I've got money. I can get past jerk.
that
with
is
money.
good. Yeah.
And I would like to have like spoon bracelets made. And I know that sounds really silly.
That's lovely.
But like, you know how sometimes you'll take like antique jewelry and like fashion it into like jewelry
Yeah.
or antique like
Cutlery.
Cutlery, yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. And fashion it into jewelry. And so I'll get up early in the morning and have a couple made.
His name is Duncan Stilts.
Duncan Stilts. I make sure that he does not put that on the jewelry.
DS.
DS.
Spoon by
You
TS.
don't want branded jewelry?
The only brand I care for is Zephyr Maleficarum.
I'm wearing some right now. Callum.
Oh, nice. I'm probably still wearing some from last night. 'Cause
Oh, whore. I mean, Freudian slip.
Who's Freudian?
I will write a little note to each of the. Wait, can Upri read? I forget this.
Kind of.
Okay.
But I think if she's just going to write a note.
No, I'm trying to write a note.
Yeah.
What do you mean if she tried to write a note?
No, you.
Yeah.
You're just going to write a note?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna write a note to each of you and put the little bracelet like on your
Oh.
nightstand next to you. I'm assuming you're probably sleeping in late or don't want to move, like
I'm
have
still
stay
on
in
the chair.
bed. Then I'll put it next
Yeah.
to the chair.
Let
And
me
it
say
just
that.
says
Let me
like
say that closer to the mic. I'm still on the chair.
just like I know this might just a small gesture of sorriness. What's the word I'm looking for?
Remorse?
Remorse
Yeah.
for your sister.
I think Aubrey would wake up, read it, put it on, but then go immediately come and try to find you.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm out somewhere. What?
Sal, where's Rin?
I think he was getting a ring. He was asking about a jewelry crafter. A
Wait,
jeweler.
that's when I got the spoons. That's where I went to get the spoons made.
Yeah.
So I came back already.
Oh, you
And then
came back?
left.
I don't.
Left again?
I don't know. I'm not his keeper. He's a mysterious man. He's probably out for a walk.
Wait, you're a dream guy.
I am pretty dreamy, yeah.
Can you like meld minds with me?
You mean like going to your subconscious?
Yeah,
We
I
can-
got like a lot of information in there. It's gonna go. I need someone to take it.
I mean, yeah, we can. It is very hard to fall asleep on command, but we can try it.
I'll just like okay. I'll
You
just-
need to fall asleep on command. Ren enters the room.
Ren,
Like a syringe.
Yeah, Gate. You ready? No, I'm just kidding. I could brew another tea, a stronger tea.
wait.
Why
Can you
are we
just-
going to sleep?
Bree thinks that there's something trapped in their subconscious that they can't vocalize, or that they didn't take notes for, and that I could probably try to find it in there.
Oh, so you want to relive a memory? Can we? I mean, you learned how to walk
can-
in dreams,
Yeah,
right?
I can dream walk, dreamscape.
Okay.
Lucid
yeah.
dream.
If you lucid dream with Opry, I can connect us to that
Sure.
via the brain connecty bits
Okie doke.
that I can do.
Yeah. And if you all want my monologue,
Oh, to read through
to
it.
read through it, like if you want to make sure that you got
Here you
all
go,
of the
Chris.
details, there you go. I did write that down and read it.
Yes.
Okay.
So
It was not improved.
can we?
Oh, we know.
So can we like relive that through Opry's dream? Is that something that we could do?
Yeah, that's absolutely something that
Cool.
lucid dreaming
So,
can accomplish.
collectively
now that
saw it.
Salvador did that.
Do we expose Jan to that?
I will ping Yancey ever so lightly with my my hive mind and allow him to choose if he picks up or not.
I faintly pick up.
Okay. then you will experience this with us. Maybe passively, not so actively.
Yeah, I have not moved. Like the tea, I may have drinking. I don't even think I drink the tea.
I'll replace it. If you don't drink it, I'll replace it with a warm cup.
So yeah, just relive all of it.
Yeah, I relive all this monologue, and man, yeah, Osmander is a jerk.
Is there a Spark Notes version of this?
Yes.
I think. Oh, you got it.
Oh, if you want to go for it, then basically Alice has been compromised. She's opened the portal to the world. She's talking to the silence, and now the silence is
Yeah, but then he also said a bunch of weird shit about making deals with Jesus and not Jesus.
Yeah, Maligna and what is it?
Solarius.
Solaris. Right, because they're like the equivalent of heaven and hell, right?
Yeah.
They're like good and evil. They're like, that's the balance that they...
But they're also stealing power from Arcanus.
Yeah, apparently they're consuming parts of Arcanus.
Yeah.
And then she'll be no more. We would just have God and the devil.
Yeah.
gods and the devils.
So, and didn't Osmander say that if we killed them, he wouldn't unleash the void and wake Arcanus? Essentially just letting her slumber and letting
oh, is that what he said?
creation
Yeah.
continue to exist.
Maligna and Solaris, they reset the cycle and they make deals with people. But then Ozymandias said that he released the Titans to begin with, so...
Right, but I think Osmander released the Titans in order to wake up Arcanus. Like, because if they were to break out and wreak havoc on the world, something about like knowing that we're part of an illusion makes the illusion dissipate and wakes Arcanus up. That's my like general understanding of what was said.
And then she sucks everything back into herself and starts all over.
No, I think it would just end.
It would just end. She would just wake up.
Oh, she wakes up and it's just like a
And
dream.
this version of creation is
Yeah.
gone. She could probably do it again, but
Okay.
it wouldn't be this per se. It wouldn't be us.
It'd be a different type of us.
Yeah.
So it sounds
Did we
as
get that right? DM? Is that accurate?
Damn.
That's the understanding.
DM.
Yeah.
Oh, DM. I thought you said damn.
Damn.
Wow, we need to clean our ears on break.
Well, Tim is so far away now.
No.
I know, for me, Tim is just eyes.
I will have also picked up some candied bacon while I was out and put some next to Yancey and offer some to obviously the rest of the group too.
Where are y'all all at?
Can you resist candy bacon?
We're like in the room next door. 'Cause I
I'm
put
doing
you
an
in two
emotional
different
arc right
rooms.
here.
I know. I'm just trying to be supportive.
No, I get you, Dan. The keeper of cats doesn't understand. I'm trying to help the story.
No, you do. I'm just making a joke.
So you're in
Yeah.
two different parlor rooms. Like one has all the fireplaces and one has all the billiards tables or whatever.
But also has a fireplace.
And it has a fireplace too.
Right.
Wait, so where are y'all at right now?
Next door to you.
Yeah.
You just have to walk out into the hall, down and through another door.
Yeah.
So as y'all are discussing, so the candy bacon was when you refilled my tea, so this was a while ago.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just going to retroactively say
Mhm.
that. As y'all are talking about this, I'm assuming I also see the memory of like, do you also show us the memory of Mare dying and like based off of Osmander?
Yeah, I think it would start to finish.
That's brutal.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
I mean, I probably
don't have much
Upri
control
wouldn't
over
have the
it.
capacity to block it out. There's no
Yeah.
way. It'd be the whole thing.
I'm going
So
to
we're all just crying as we
Yeah.
wake up.
yes. So as y'all are talking about all this, you hear the door open, and I'm waking. I have a blanket on me. I have half of a piece of candy bacon since you want to have me have it.
Well, if you want to eat it.
Actually, no. I'm going to retro. I don't have it.
Okay.
I walk in with just the blanket, and I'm holding it. And I look at Sal. I look at Ren, and then I look at Upri, and I just say, "It wasn't your fault. It was not your
Waterworks.
I am so sorry that you had to go through that. And I know you did your best. I know you did your best. And Mare would not want us fighting or mad at each other at a time like this. She would pick up her spoons or her instruments and try to sing a little ditty with her accent. I am not mad at you, Upri. You are my sister, and I love you with all my heart.
Oh, I love you too, Jan.
We have this lost so much in this journey. And I'm tired. But we have to save the world. For Mare.
For mayor.
And I walk up to Upri and I just jump into their arms.
Oh.
Okay, I'm good.
Do you, I don't like grab tissues down here?
No, I'm good. And I look at Upri and I say into her eyes, "It is not your fault." And I need you to hear that. It is not your fault. Okay?
Right after Yancey says that word, or those words, you hear the director's voice.
Oh, that fucking dickbag.
Oh, Upri, it's absolutely your fault.
Do we all hear this, or is it just Upri?
Just Upri.
Okay.
Mm.
I told you the terms. You made the choice.
Sorry, my light started flickering. That was really scary.
This is all by design.
Okay, Jan. It's not my fault. And I'll just kind of like 1,000-yard stare for a second.
You can lie to yourself as much as you want.
I'm in my head. I'm lying to Jan, not myself. You dumb bitch. You got ahead. Cause I'm gonna fucking cut it off.
Next time I won't ask.
Well, you ain't got any leverage left, dum dum.
Silence.
I look at Upri. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think I will be.
I let go. I guess I go down the 3 feet to the floor or whatever, how. And I look at the group. What now?
Well, there are a few options that we could do. I have some things that I kind of want to wrap up here, as well as trying to prepare as we get ready for going to Anthropolis.
While you do that, do you two want to go get brunch?
I kind of have a date
Oh.
with the
With-
succubus.
Oh,
Succubus.
that was not where I expected that sentence to go.
Yeah.
And it kind of has to do with the transgressor and the deal I made.
You made a deal too. I was offered a deal. Were you offered a deal?
I have not spoken.
I also
to the
told you all
assimilator.
this. I told you the deal I made. I was
Oh, right. We had that.
before I jerked off the dragon.
Oh yeah, I true.
I know I haven't spoken to the assimilator since the first time that I spoke to the assimilator,
Gotcha.
which has been a blessing, to be honest.
Must be
because
nice.
You still have that
it
ring?
is. I do, and it still it can't come off,
Gotcha.
and so.
I take a knife and I chop off your finger.
No, please don't. I need that finger.
Which one is it?
It's this one, my right index.
Oh,
finger.
that's a good one.
Oh, yeah, you need it.
Yeah.
Well,
I know that you will if I need it. If
Yes.
I need you to.
okay. I think it's important for me to go and talk to this person. I think there's a lot of things that happened in the past 24 hours that have cleared a lot up for me. And I think I've made some decisions.
Got to be careful though, given the power that these folks have.
They may be strong, but I'm stronger.
Metal.
And then, what is it? Is that Shania? No.
It's Kelly Clarkson.
Stronger.
Yeah, okay.
than
we're all the same.
yesterday.
Ain't no better than
We just montage Jan walking
I
through
don't
a
know the
date.
words, and I don't want to get copyright.
Do you want it, Robbie? Do you want to get brunch?
infringement, cease and desist.
Eh?
Yeah.
Sure.
Me and Upper go to brunch. Y'all can
Yeah,
make
I
out
give
your
you
shit.
some recommendations. There's some lovely restaurants on the seaport.
Nice.
Gorgeous.
Where is my date? My lunch date?
he told you Zeska's at noon.
What time is it now?
We can fast forward. There's nothing that makes us need to stick to a timeline.
Well, I want to change out of my masquerade outfit.
Yeah,
fair.
that's
Probably shower. I smell like smell.
Yeah. You can take your time to get ready, settle into the day. Is there anything that people want to specifically do this morning?
I address some of the household staff, and I tell Tiffany and Sherman
Sorry.
and Ron, you're gonna want to get one of those spellcasters, and they are gonna spend most of the next couple days casting mending on this hole in the side of the house.
Oh, there are holes throughout the house.
Oh yeah,
Every room I've been in, there's just a hole in the wall. It's one of those days.
Yeah. So Tiffany, Sherman, and Ron. you said?
Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on it. It's not a big deal.
I also write a note to the owner of of me apologizing for destroying some of the estate and explain in a lot of detail what I've been going through.
Yeah.
Probably oversharing. Just explaining my feelings and why I'm feeling this way and why it's happening and everything like that. And I give it before I leave on my lunch date. I give it to Sal to give to the owners since they seem buddy.
Yeah. My understanding of Elmira is that she's very, very, very kind person that
Oh, yeah.
tends to surround herself by other like-minded spirits.
She's an artist. Yeah.
So yeah, she's an artist.
Then she'll turn those
loves
holes into art.
gardens, and probably her staff is of a similar stature. She doesn't run a stiff household, so her staff wouldn't be trained to be all
Hoity-toity.
hoity-toity. Yeah.
Oh, so one of the cool rich people.
She's one of the
Yeah.
cool rich people. Unlike 90% of the other people that are us.
Yeah, she is a rare breed.
Yeah.
She got that old money. Well, I'm also taking my bag of holding with
You got 6,000 at least.
no, I have 7. That I have.
You have my bag too.
I give that to you back. I give that to you,
Aw.
and I say you're an adult now. You can do it.
Make better decisions.
Oh.
I'm gonna say.
Can I roll to punch Sal?
I'm gonna say. I know that you're scared. I know you gave this to me because you can't
Reckless.
control.
Do you
your-
say that to me?
I don't say.
Okay.
All right.
You can roll if you want to. Anyway.
I'm gonna say I know that you feel like you can't control yourself, but trust yourself as I trust you, and I give it to you, and I walk out the door.
Oh.
Sweet.
And I have 7,000 gold because I definitely got my money from Dracomis.
Sure, why not?
7,489 to be exact.
I'm not gonna stop that.
How much do I have?
5.
Whatever, 5,000 minus the 10 that you got for the Ouija board.
That's right.
But yeah, I walk out and I just say I'll see y'all later, and I tell y'all where I'm going to be.
Yes, tell your friends where you're going when you go on a date.
And I'm hive
That's
minding.
okay.
I'm asking to be hive mind, so you just know.
It only lasts 500 feet.
Yeah.
So if you go all the way to Zeska, we're not going to be within 500 feet of Zeska's.
Where the fuck is Eska's?
It's down on the
You
ocean
don't
front
want to
too.
go on a boardwalk?
Under the boardwalk.
500 feet is a lot.
Go have
in-
brunch at Zeska's.
You just show up again. It is a hole in the wall as
with
was
sunglasses. Me and Aubrey in sunglasses at Zeska's.
described. Yeah.
Just doing eavesdropping on.
Wait, can it be like a trashy brunch place? So they're like the oversized sunglasses, and we all have like the mimosas and like a giant thing
They're like in
with
the
a silly
boxes.
straw.
Yeah.
It's like the
one.
Jersey Shore.
There's one drag artist doing a Whitney number.
Yes.
Is this how you pictured?
Oh, yeah.
Or not Metropolis.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
Terravas?
this is
Terravas.
absolutely what Chris had in mind.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
uh,
Zeska's is a hole in the wall. It is like it doesn't even have a name on like a sign on front. It's just a building. But yeah,
It's not even on the map.
All right, let's
It's
go
not.
do a Snooki and JWoww
it's
montage.
on the boardwalk. It's like I don't know, one of the boardwalk restaurants.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. There's a whole bunch of restaurants to pick from on the boardwalk. This is on top of being like a port city with lots of trade coming through it. It's also pretty touristy. There's a lot of visitors constantly, so the restaurants pull in a lot of visitors.
I love trade.
Yeah.
I empty Daphne's entire box of drugs into my bag of holding, so I have it with me. I leave a couple. Okay, I leave a couple behind because that's rude to take all of it.
I mean, did you tell her you took the box?
I guess not. I guess that's fair.
Just put the whole box in there too.
Yeah, you're pouring them loose.
Yeah,
In between all the gold.
It's a bag of holding.
You just sipped
I
into all
just
their gold.
summoned one.
Loose joints. Oh no.
Wait,
Mm.
I need to before I also leave,
Yeah.
I write a letter to the family
Oy.
explaining what happened.
and I
And
think we established they were heading to Entropolis to meet you there.
yes,
So they're in
yeah.
Entropolis.
I'm gonna
yeah.
take a raven, give them the letter,
Caw.
Caw.
give it to them, and I'm gonna make it very clear. Sorry, speaking to the mic. I want to make it very clear that Upri had a choice and it was not her fault. I'm making it very, very clear that period.
Period. All right.
I'm in my end of series
Caw.
era.
Call,
So-
call,
End
baby.
of series era. Oh my gosh. All right. So you are making your way down to the boardwalk to Zeska's. Zeska's is a smaller restaurant, modest in comparison to the others that you pass along the way, but very cozy and lively. This is a local favorite. So while it might be more modest and the decorations are limited, the wood is salted with the sea breeze, and that prevents the rot, but you can tell that the structure has been standing for a long time. This is a family restaurant. This has been passed down from generation to generation. And Zeska is a friendly figure. He greets all guests to his restaurant. Every day he's there with a big, cheery smile on his face, a boisterous laugh, and a bellowed hello. So as you arrive, you're greeted by that energy. And do you arrive early, on time, or late?
I arrive. I imagine that the succubus is already there. I don't know what form they have taken,
Yeah.
so I would like for them to have already arrived. I'm getting there.
So you want to get late. You want to ensure that you're there after them. So
Yes, some there at 12:10
12:10. Okay, cool.
Make them wait.
exactly.
Do you want to describe what they look like? They're sitting at a table along the back wall.
So they I'm trying to figure out who I want them to look like. I have a couple of people in mind. They are tall, I want to say probably 5'11", 6 foot tall. So they're a little short, actually. Dark skin, very dark skin. Buzz cut hair. Pearly white teeth, like tall. I mean, I keep saying tall, like
Tall.
muscular with a big butt.
Okay.
And for those who want to know who I'm talking about Nakuti Gatwa. who's now playing the doctor.
Yes.
Um, He was on Sex Education. So he also is British, mate.
Hello.
No. Soft. I am soft now. So that is who I notice, and I walk up to them. I'm like, hey, I know that we were supposed to sit here for lunch. Do you mind if we just go on a walk? I just don't feel like sitting in one place right now.
Yeah, so as you approach the table and he sees you coming, he does stand up, and he goes to greet you with a kiss on each cheek.
Mwah, mwah. I not retaliate. I reciprocate.
Yonsei, so wonderful that you showed up. I was honestly a bit hesitant, but absolutely, we can go for a walk.
Thank you.
I don't know what.
Don't worry. We're gonna make this change real quick. So, all right. So we walk out, and you said Tesca's. Zesca's. Before I leave them be Zesca's. Zeska. Beautiful place. Amazing. We will probably not be back, but I just want to tell you that this place looks beautiful and very homey.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much.
Why?
I don't know what Ziska sounds like.
This
We've
is
never
totally
voiced
accurate.
him.
He's like a big Santa Claus.
Yeah, he's a big Santa Claus. I don't think I've ever voiced him before.
You did.
Oh, I did?
In that
All
one.
right.
Was that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Salvador, my dear boy.
I walk out before the voice continues. Goodbye. Thank you.
You must be a friend of Salvador.
I've already left by now.
I remember whenever you appeared in my kitchen.
I have already left.
All right. So, yeah. He's following you, or walking alongside you, along the boardwalk. You can feel the ocean spray misting your face, the smell of salt and seawater, the sound of seagulls flying overhead, and the gentle rocking of the waves hitting against the shore.
Thanks for those amazing sound effects.
The audience has beautiful sound effects.
Yeah, I knew that they would be playing.
I am like, my arms are crossed and I'm just walking, and they're next to me, and I think they're waiting for me to speak, but I'm just not saying anything right now. So they can take it if they want to go first.
So they reciprocate your silence for a while, kind of assessing your energy and just kind of basking in the moment with you for a while. Walking, because they lack the context to understand what's going on in your head right now.
I've also only met them once.
Yeah. Well, twice. But very, very briefly the second time.
Yeah, okay.
So they take a moment to kind of assess the situation before maybe 2 minutes go by. And they say, Yonsei, what's up? What's on your mind?
I look at the succubus. I know that your kind of MO is to look like someone I desire, but I just want to see the real you, man. I'm tired. Let's just drop all pretenses and disguises, please.
Oh, of course. I don't mind showing you the real me. Honestly, quite liberating. And as You're walking. He takes another step, and as he does, the illusion fades away. What you see before you, or next to you, is a figure standing at a commanding height. Yes, he's much taller. 6'5".
Damn.
And because of his stature, there's a bit of a irresistible magnetism as you notice not only yourself but others beginning to turn heads towards him. He has a lithe and sinuous physique, and his every movement seems to flow with a fluid sort of grace. His burgundy complexion is reminiscent of the rich hues of the twilight sky, glowing with an otherworldly radiance. High cheekbones and full lips curve into a knowing smirk. His eyes, pools of darkness flecked with hints of auburn, hold a mesmerizing depth that seem to peer into your soul as he turns to you. There are two mahogany, ram-like horns that poke through his hair, which is a wild mane of midnight curls framing his face, cascading down his shoulders. And his scent, a heady blend of musk and spice that lingers in the air.
It better not be that.
I pulled up a picture of handsome Squidward.
No,
That's what I pictured.
not at all.
High cheekbones, big lips, handsome Squidward.
No. I could try to draw you a picture later of this person that I had envisioned, but no, not handsome Squidward. No.
I look at them. I look up at them. I'm like, you're beautiful. No need to. I don't understand why you change who you are. I guess it's part of your nature. But thank you for dropping the disguise.
Thank you, Salvador.
Who?
No, don't know why I said Salvador. It's because every time there is a man
tiefling.
flirting with somebody, they're talking to Salvador. Thank you, Yonsei. Partially because it's in my nature, but also I find walking this plane a bit less cumbersome in a more humanoid form.
That's fair and valid.
His wings stretch out
Oh, damn.
the length or the width of the boardwalk before he like folds them back in on himself.
Damn.
He just wears pants. Like his torso is
Are they slacks?
Low cut.
Are they
Hip huggers.
khakis?
out and about.
Low cut khakis.
I'm gonna look at them. I'm gonna look at their whole body, and I'm gonna take a deep breath. I don't want this to take too long, so I'm going to make it quite simple. We've only met a couple of times, and though I am flattered that you wanted to take me out on a date, I just can't. I don't have the emotional capacity for this right now. I have lost a family member, and to be quite honest, we're at the end of times here. And as much as I want and I deserve and I crave love from someone, I have to focus on saving this world the best I can and saving the family that I have left. And you seem like a nice person, albeit the first time you did try to kill us, but that's okay. If we're able to save the world and nothing resets, I would love to do this again at Zeska's and actually eat food. But I think for now, as much as I appreciate it, I can't. And I won't. I have too many people to protect and to save. And I really hope you understand.
So he listens to you talk. He kind of tilts his head slightly as you're speaking. As you reach the part about how the first time you met he tried to kill you, he kind of chuckles to himself a little bit, smiles. And as you finish talking, he blinks slowly, takes a breath, nods, and goes, I understand. I would rather the timing be right.
And who knows, if we save the world, something can blossom over it. I mean, albeit we've only met twice, I guess now third time. So I would like to get to know you in this form. And I take off my hat. And I look at them. Yes, I'm wearing another hat. And I look them in the eye. I'm like, also, tell your boss, the transgressor, that we don't have a deal. As much as I would love to spend eternity with my family and you, if that means destroying a world and losing everyone else in this world, it's not worth it. And it wouldn't be the same without my sister Meredith. It would be a constant reminder of what I've lost. At least if I save the world, all of this trauma, all of this heartache will be worth something, will be meant something. So if that means that I die or whatever happens, I'm willing to take that consequence. But you can tell your boss we don't have a deal. And go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, his face becomes slightly solemn. I will pass on the message. I wish you the best of luck, Yonsei. And no, regardless of who my employer may be, I am rooting for you.
I get on my, because I'm 6'2", so actually I get up on my tippy toes, and I give them a quick kiss on the cheek and then on the lips. I pat them on the back, and
Good job.
and I walk away, not looking back at them, back to the estate.
All right. So with that, there's one last thing that I would like to do. As you're walking away, they stand and watch you leave. They have a kind of longing on their face when you look back. They seem not disappointed, obviously, but also as if today didn't go the way they had hoped. And as you're leaving, you just feel this little prick in the back of your mind. They've formed a telepathic bond with you. Just enough to pass on a little gift. Something to help you in the days to come. They are going to give you a... You don't already have a resistance to fire, do you?
I don't.
Okay. They're going to pass on...
If I have to attune to it, I give
No,
up.
no, no.
Okay.
They're going to pass on a little bit of their strength. They're going to lend you some of their strength with the bond that they have formed with you. And you now have an aura of fire resistance. And with that, we're going to go on a little break.
Someone's gonna have to show me how to do that in D&D Beyond. Okay, thanks.
Yes, it's something I completely made up just now, but that's we'll figure it out. So we're going on a little break. We are going to be gone for about 10 minutes, and we'll be back shortly. Bye. All right, we are back from break, listeners. Yay.
Yeah.
After that heartfelt scene
You're welcome.
with Yonsei. Yes, thank you.
I did what needed to be done.
All right. So we are going to pivot over to Salvador since the other two are at brunch. So what is Salvador doing this morning?
Salvador is trying to set everything up for all the guests that are now in the guest house. So there's about 20 minus 4. So there's 16 people that are new. So he's giving some instructions to the people on staff, like, oh, these are new friends that are from the Underkeep. There was a little bit of a tiff there. So they might be a little bit shaken. So just be very kind. And
A little tiff.
yeah, I don't want to... I'm trying to keep hysteria to a minimum here. So yeah, I give them some words of advice, and then I go to find either my dad or Elmira or both. So I'm walking into the Great Hall. It's morning after the other folks have gone for their lunch date.
So in the Great Hall, you do run into Elmira, who is painting in the bay window. And as she hears you enter the room, she looks up and puts down her paintbrush, puts down whatever the paint thing what is that called?
A palette?
Palette, yes, thank you. Puts down the palette, and she rushes on over as fast as she can move in her later years in life.
She's now 420 years old.
Yeah, she's now 420 years old. So she
420.
she rushes on over to you. Her
I quit.
silk kind of robe esque. She has they kind of look like pajamas.
It's like a
silk
nightgown, yeah.
pajamas with a flowy robe, but this is just her day wear. Those are billowing behind her as she raises her arms wide, and just jumps on you.
I was gonna say
embraces
I
you.
lift her off the ground. It's a nice big hug, but she weighs nothing.
Salvador, it's been so long. I thought you would write more.
It is hard sending letters, so I tried to use sending as much as I can. I'm guessing my dad's not as much of a communicator as.
No, man of very little words as usual.
Mm-hmm.
The years have not broken him down yet, quite yet, but
Yeah.
We've missed you
Phrasing.
so much.
Well, I've missed you as well. It has been a long journey. I know it's only been a year.
A whole year. Oh my gosh. And only like 3 letters.
You know, paper is very expensive.
Oh my gosh. I'm just honestly so excited that you're still alive. We were very worried.
Same here. Unfortunately, this is only a
I'm
short.
still holding up.
Yes,
I
you
don't
are
like her.
tenacious.
I don't like her.
Unfortunately, this is a short visit. We'll be heading out in a little bit, but I just wanted to see you again and see how you're faring. And it seems like you haven't changed a bit since I left.
Well, hopefully it's not too short, my dear.
Oh, definitely. No, I imagine we'll stay for a few days. There's actually something I wanted to plan.
A few days.
You know, I don't know if you know this, but some devastating things are afoot.
Well, yes, we've read the news, but Salvador, that's not yours to handle. The army can do it.
Whose army? The army that doesn't allow magic anymore? The army that's overrun by the church? That's technically owned by the church now.
Well, yes, I have had my reservations with them. But that's their job, right? That's why we've...
Given them the power? I know you don't want to say that.
No, I don't. I suppose you're right.
She's a liberal.
But were you ever able to deliver that amulet?
I did deliver the amulet. It opened up a lot more questions than solving answers. I found out the meaning behind it, and let me tell you, it's bad. It's real bad. They're kind of tied up in this whole monstrous nonsense of how what's Siag? Siag was taken, Harrow was taken, some other cities and other countries have been taken, and it's sort of tied to that, unfortunately.
Salvador?
Elmira!
Still the spicy little devil, aren't you?
It's in my blood,
How
baby.
have you
That
got
felt racist.
yourself...
That felt racist. Spicy little devil?
She's an elf. She doesn't know. She doesn't know social cues.
How have you gotten yourself tied up in all of this? That's... I knew you were special from the day you were born, but this is all too much.
These are all machinations beyond our control. These are wheels
Precisely.
that have been set in motion that we really don't understand.
You were always very sure of yourself. That is for sure. Well, if you insist this is true, at least stay more than a couple days.
I will see what I can do, but my compatriots and I have sort of a tight schedule to attend to.
Don't you have to prepare yourselves? Is that... how are you even going to...
We have means of transportation. I have a few avenues that I can think of, but the most important thing that I want to talk to you about today is we need to throw a celebration.
Of course.
A big party. The biggest party that this town has seen, because I am not entirely sure how everything's going to shake out. I want people to have the best experience that they can right now,
Party for the end of the world?
basically. But we're not going to advertise it as such.
Oh, why not? I think the tongue-in-cheek is fun.
I think I would like to spare some people's fears, or I think it's better to just masquerade it as this than to lay down all the details.
All right.
But this is going to involve some some collaboration with the Great Eight, that council that you're on.
Do we really?
They have all the best stuff. They got the exotic animals. They've got the beer. They've got the lenses, which are nice for some optical illusions.
Even Duncan.
Unfortunately, yes.
Fine. Well, I will get Ronald on it. Tiffany would probably help out with this too, wouldn't she?
They're great organizers
Yes.
and total people pleasers, people persons.
Well, Salvador, if you'd like to talk to your father, he's up in his study.
I will do just that. And I give her another tight squeeze. I spin her around. I put her on the ground.
He's been waiting for you to say hello. He wanted to make sure you felt like you had space.
That's very new for him.
He has been learning immensely since you've been gone. It's been tough on him, you know.
I can imagine. I can only imagine. But I will go talk to him. Thank you very much. And lovely painting, by the way.
Oh, don't you think? I've been working on this for 2 weeks now. Just inspired by spring.
It's a muse for everything. New.
Truly. Why recreate the wheel?
It's been around for a few thousand years. And I skedaddle up the staircase.
Is it just a bunch of yonic flowers?
Yes.
What's yonic?
Vagina light.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yes, it's just so much of that. Yeah. So you make your way up the winding, creaking stairs to the second floor of the estate and down the hall to where Vio has his study.
I slowly walk down the hallway and I gently open the door.
Papa.
I was just about to say, Papa. Papa, can you hear me?
And I say, I knock on the door as I am standing in the doorway.
Yeah. As you knock on the door, you see your father sitting in an armchair reading a book. Yeah. Wow. This is new for him.
He can read.
But
Learned to
as
read in the past year.
as you knock on the door, he looks up and his face lights up with excitement. He like jumps out of the chair and rushes towards you. As he like makes impact with you, it pushes you back like a good 2 feet. And he just squeezes you with like almost all of his might. Salvador, oh my god,
My brother.
my brother, Salvador, my boy.
Christ.
It's so good to see you. It's been too long.
Yeah, it has been, Dad. You
Where have you been?
all over, honestly.
You said you were going to send just a single amulet, and you've been gone for a whole year. What is up with you?
You know, you take up one quest and then you're given another one, and then it feeds into the next one, and this is sort of a endeavor that is more than I expected.
Well, regardless, you're back.
Indeed.
Oh, so glad to have you back. Should we make up your room?
Yes. Before we do that, I just want to say I love you very much. And I give him a big squeeze. You're a great dad. I know it's been tough not only this last year, but all the years. It's, you know, you try to do your best, and you take happiness in the little victories that you get. And I just want to say I'm very proud of you for coming out of retirement and helping out the estate like this.
Well, I love you too, son. But where is this coming from?
The second part of this is that I have some bad news. Unfortunately, I will have to leave soon.
What? You
There-
can't leave. You just got here.
I know. That's why I say I'm leaving soon, not today.
Damn.
There's some other business in Entropolis that we have to take care of. It's pretty weighty. I don't want to burden you with the details, but we have another task to do there. But before, I just wanted to have a big celebration for everyone in town just so we can all enjoy what time remains. There's some ungodly machinations happening that might be perilous, but I think that we should try to do exactly what I said before and try to enjoy what we have.
He looks at you kind of broken, kind of confused and startled and taken aback, and he takes a moment to collect himself. You see the like anger building behind his eyes before he just takes a deep breath and like shakes it out. I'm trying not to be angry, but I don't want them to take you away from me again. It's been hard without you this year. Are you sure that this is absolutely necessary?
It is out of my hands. There's sort of... How do you feel about fate? I never have asked you about religion. We were never really religious, and I've only picked up a religion because it was given to me for military reasons.
Yeah, I always questioned that decision in your life, but
Decision? I was drafted.
figured you're a smart boy. Can't say that I've ever followed it myself,
Yeah.
but fate. Pish. The only fate we have is the days that we make ourselves.
So let's make it a good one.
All right. What can we do for this party?
Well, I have a few plans. First, flower crowns. Second, petting zoos. 3, water slides. And I go through I pull out my little green notebook that I take notes in, and I pop off a few of the ideas that and I say, I've talked to Amira. She's going to talk to the council. We're going to see what we can get together on a last minute notice, and hopefully we can hold this in a few days.
Yeah.
13 bouncy
Okay.
castles.
Yeah.
14.
14 dunk in a pool of
Dunk
water.
tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so he listens to your extravagant plans, this time with more interest in your words than you've seen from him in the past. He seems to be savoring the moments that he has with you. He knows how important this time is after this last year of being left behind, having to wake up every day not knowing if his son was going to come home, hoping, wishing you'd return soon, writing letters, begging you, and then crumpling them up, throwing them away, reminding himself that you were doing what you needed to do,
Mm-hmm.
what you wanted to do, that he had to let you fly. And you spend the next hour or so going over ideas, him taking notes, writing them down, making a to-do list with you.
Mm-hmm.
Things that you used to do as father and son all those years ago when you worked together on the estate. And you make a plan for a party.
A big old bash.
A big old bash. All right. And anything else that you want to do with this time with your father? Before the party, obviously.
I can't think of anything.
All right. And so, yeah, that kind of fades away, and we are going to now pivot to Upri and Ren, who have just gone out for brunch.
Are we at Unlimited Mimosas Karaoke Brunch? Is that where we're at?
Karaoke. Sure.
Yeah, it's one of these newer establishments that has come in the past year. Salvador's not familiar with it. When you mentioned the name and said it had like great reviews on
Kelp.
Shout.
Kelp.
Kelp,
Not a sponsor.
he kind of looked at you a little confused, but yeah, they have bottomless mimosas.
And someone's presentation words up onto a
Yep,
wall.
exactly. And karaoke, and they also every Tuesday morning they have drag brunch. Which
Tuesday
is
morning.
an awful time to
Tuesday.
have drag brunch. They also have like on Friday nights they have open mic. And then they also are like one of those places that they don't have a menu. They just have this like little square on the tables with a sending stone that like
Tells you
what's on the menu. Gosh, this is such an awful place.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a very fun place, and there's a lot of people there.
Ren
the
and
food
I
is-
are doing a duet. Just a small town girl.
Living in a lonely world.
She took the
Arcanist, take
midnight
us now.
train.
Arcanist, take us now.
going on and on.
Wait, what's a train?
Trains exist.
I think that's a part of
Oh.
the dress, right?
Oh yeah, we took one.
Take a train.
We did one.
Taking a
Oh yeah, the
train.
two
We
is not
saved
trains.
people.
But yeah, you're singing. You've been throwing back mimosas and
Yeah.
Bloody Marys and French toast.
No Marys for me, please.
Not hash browns, home fries.
I like my tomato soup warm with a grilled cheese. You
Yeah,
heathens.
stuck onto it.
Jesus.
Do you still pour vodka in it?
Yeah.
No, that sounds gross.
Dip your grilled cheese in hot vodka tomato soup.
Would it be good in vodka sauce?
Penny out of vodka.
I don't know if there's anything that we need to.
Nah,
No,
I just want to be smashed.
Yeah, we're getting smashed, and also
I want to come home late with somebody else's eyelash stuck to my eye.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't wear eyelashes.
You're leaving brunch as Yancey is arriving on his date.
Oh,
So we're kind of like doing a little bit of a time jump backwards. So you leave the restaurant and you're just like walking the boardwalk.
stumbling.
Stumbling
In the
the boardwalk. There are other brunch goers. And it's a nice warm day. It's the sun hits your skin and it just feels so good. It kind of makes you feel a little sleepy.
take a nap in the sand.
You've been
Yes.
you've been having some long days. It's been constant for gosh, over almost a month now of running from Harrow, making your way to the Underkeep, talking with so many people, trying to navigate all of those deals and fighting in the arena, and then another catastrophe at the masquerade. It's just been non-stop. And this is while a threat looms on the horizon. There's nothing immediate going on. And it feels so good just to sit down, feel the sand between your fingers, warmed by the sun. The constant lull of the waves rocking back and forth on the beach. And as those mimosas fill you up with a warm, fuzzy feeling, you begin to fade away into a little nap.
Just on the beach.
Sure.
Underneath a tree.
Do I run into them? Knocked out on the beach?
No. Not based on what we've established. So timing's like slightly different. So as you are sleeping on the beach, because you like left, is what you established. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you like left. So they're sleeping on the beach, and Ren.
Oh no. I know what this is gonna be.
Haha.
I'm the simulator. That's what I remembered her voice being. That's
You
true.
get trauma.
You feel like your head is spinning, like you're standing on a boat and the waves are rocking you, throwing your body lurching forward and back, and your head spins again. Your stomach does a flip, and then it tightens as you hear its voice. You've done so good.
I figured you'd be back soon.
You've brought me so many bodies. So many forms.
Yep.
Bring me
Yep, I did.
more. 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 We will become all, you and I. Everything will be consumed by us.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Ren.
It's not fun. Yes.
What can I entice you with in order to speed up the process? You've done well, but we can do so much better.
I have a couple of questions. What are your feelings towards your siblings?
They will become one with us too.
Okay, that's what I was hoping you would say.
I want it all. I want to consume. I want to eat it. I want to rip it apart.
Do we want to get barbecue after this? I'm just kidding.
I mean, you're providing me with the tools that I have been using so far to get to where we've been.
Yes, and I can do more. If you do more, and we can do more together.
What is more? I've been finding these
You can
forms.
use it always. You can use it on everyone.
Oh,
I
I don't know about that.
They are so tasty.
Have you ever thought about what a god might taste like?
A god? The primordials? Yes, yes, yes!
I have to go.
Do we do it? I
turn
would
this on.
like to taste them. Arcanus is so tasty. What do you think Ozymandias tastes like? Maligna? Solarius?
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I like this a lot. Do you want to trade?
Well, there. There might be a time in the not so distant future that we might come in contact with primordials.
I know. Isn't it so exciting?
Yeah, and if you would be willing to help us weaken them to a point.
Willing? Of course! Of course!
Great. So I'm glad we're on the same page.
Let's go right now. Let's go.
Okay, well, you'll have to be patient.
I don't like the face.
I'm living.
Listen. Your only option is to travel with me if you want more forms. And if you're hungry, then you will need to be patient. I will not consume everyone, but I will help you consume those who you might never get to taste. Your siblings and gods and such. How did that? I did get you a black dragon, so that's pretty cool.
Should. Yes, you did indeed.
And Gladys, she was probably tasted weird in a time kind of way.
Gladys has been
Timey-wimey bullshit.
very fun to incorporate. There's so much experience brimming in that body.
I have a question for you. How do you exist on a plane with your siblings?
There are no planes here.
Okay, fair enough.
We are in the void, trapped for eternity, forever.
Yeah.
And I
Could you-
want out.
Could you
Me. Out.
could you find one of your siblings in the void?
Maybe.
Specifically the director.
I would like to.
And could you overpower them?
If you feed me more, I can get very powerful.
All right. What would you need?
More.
Just mass, or is
Just
it
more.
specific? Okay.
All of it. The more you can give me, the more powerful we become.
What if
and
I
we
could-
can take everything?
Hold on. This is not quite an aside, but a little bit mostly in my head. What if I copied Upri? Would that give the assimilator insight into the director's?
Possibly. I've never done it
Powers.
before, but it sounds tasty.
I will make you a deal. I will do my darndest to get a a primordial in your stomach. If
Yes.
you can
Yes.
if you can help me consume the director from where you are.
You better act, bitch.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
It sounds so good.
All right. I will send some things your way.
Come on, little pig bottom.
Oh no! Don't you dare!
But you will need to let me go.
This is my laughter.
I was gonna say, is this Tim or is this creepy man?
Was it because of the pig bottom comment?
Sorry. Ooh, yes. Send it to me. Send it to me.
And you just let me know when that's complete.
Lovely. I thought I was going to have to convince you. We're in this together, Ren.
He did give me a ring, so.
Anything else you would like to say?
Nope, please let me out of this hellscape.
And that's the last thing you hear them say. You drift off into a light dream before you wake up feeling uneasy on the beach.
Can I copy you? Oh, you're asleep. Okay, I'll wait till later.
What?
So I just spoke with the assimilator. It's not quite speaking what they do. We might need a contained space for this, but if you could use one of the director's powers, and I would like to try and copy you during it.
Maybe. That sounds spicy.
It's my thoughts too.
I would probably need to be chained up depending on the one.
Wait. The needle power. Remember the needle power and the needle power thing?
Yeah, but then wouldn't I be having to copy you through me?
So my theory is that my power stays with myself. So if I copy you in my body through your body, that feels like a weird exchange that could maybe download some information, download some data that I'm looking for.
That or create a singularity and end the universe from a different end.
I mean, when you say it like that.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it right now. And I'll just pull out a needle. You ready?
Yep.
And I'll just like shove it in pretty hard.
Ow.
You take 1 damage.
Beyonce, where did you go after you left the succubus, who we still haven't even established their name?
Honestly, I feel like I would just be walking on the piers.
Okay.
Just kind of clearing my head.
Yeah, so at this point, you do now see them standing and doing something on the beach. Post-nap.
You see me shove a sewing needle into Ren's hand.
I'm running. What are you doing?
So
we switch places.
if Dan consents, there's no roll, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So you go nowhere because you start unconscious in my body. So you just see Upri collapse, and then I'm just like,
I'm probably very scrawny by comparison to your normal feeling.
yeah. I'm just like, wow, this lady's big, and I'll just like lean over my body and start slapping to wake you up.
What?
I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh hi,
Ren.
Jan. Oh no.
Oh hi, yawn.
Oh,
Oh hi. I'm trying to say, like, what would you sound like with my vocal cords? It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's not the point.
Yeah, because you probably still talk with an accent.
Yeah.
oh, hi, yawn. No, I don't know how to do.
But I'll just wait. Oh.
What the fuck is going on?
Can you not put your arms down?
No, they go down fine. I just can't raise them past my shoulders.
That is a wild feeling. How do you reach things that are tall? I guess you're tall. I am so tall right now.
Yeah. The worst is when you get a scratch in the middle of your back because your arms don't go behind you no more.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to find a
All
tree.
right, can someone explain to me what the hell is happening?
We switched places. You know the needle thing?
Yeah.
Oh, now you do me.
Oh, right. I'd like to try and use my melded form power on myself with Upri's
Gorgeous.
spirit.
Jan,
in
if we
it.
go crazy, put us down.
So do you mean like on Upri's body that you're inhabiting, or on your body that Upri is in?
My body that Upri's inhabiting.
Okay.
Oh, but I have to use director power?
No.
Well, you're currently using a director power.
Yeah.
Oh. Should I use another one? 2 for 1?
Let's try
See-
this.
see
Let's
if you
try this and
can.
see, yeah. Oh yeah, can you? I'm gonna try and punch you. Use your little tentacle things, your little strings.
Oh, okay. I'll try to make it a reroll.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Go for it.
I rolled a 10, so I would have missed anyways. But is Upri able to string me?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So you
It's a 10.
feel your body like jerked off in another direction.
Oh,
I bet so.
oh my.
Oh my.
And I would like to copy in that moment, like mid punch.
All right. Okay, great. Awesome. This is totally something I anticipated happening.
Do you want me to rage too at the same time?
Yeah.
No, not
Okay.
that.
Well, you
much.
want to give
Ooh-wee.
a few things that he could potentially copy.
So,
over.
what's interesting about this ability and copying Upri is that this is something that targets more innate abilities. So, like the reason it's not been super great on like humanoids is because humanoids don't really have anything innate to like assimilate. However, Upri, on the fact that one, she's the first half orc that you are attempting to use this power on.
But I'm using it on my human body.
Yeah.
Essentially, I guess from an intellectual point of view, I'm trying to separate your body from your abilities,
Yeah.
like your innate abilities, so that when I copy you and it's myself,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
trying
fair
to copy
point, fair
something
point.
farther innate than just body level.
Deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like soul shit, like Wild Surge and
And the
that
connection with the
connection
director.
Those are the options that this comes down to.
I said,
Okay.
wow. This is a lot.
So-
My brain is not
I
processing
think
this
that
completely.
there are some roles that need to be happening in terms of your corruption rolls.
Right.
Oh,
So do
yeah.
those real quick.
Is this Is this all explained to me?
No.
We will. We'll
In
get
time.
there.
I mean, whatever they just explained is what they just explained, which was I'm using my abilities and
I pass.
in their vague terms that they love to use. Okay, so you get one more will.
That's an
Right.
11. That's probably bad.
It's plus your proficiency bonus, so it'll be 16. So I think you're fine, actually.
Mild. So I'm level 4 soul class.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just beat it. It's a 15.
All right. All right, so that is 13 will for Ren. Wow. You're doing real fucking good on these rolls.
Yeah.
I'm at 8.
And you are you at 8? I have you at 5. But did you get some-
Oh,
oh,
poo.
have you been tracking?
No.
You just made up a number.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll give it to you.
Isn't it on the interface?
It is. No. I had Upri at 5, so Upri is now at 6.
Word.
No, I do not take everybody's made up numbers and just put them in.
Listen, I believed it.
You did.
And if you
did say that with a
believe-
lot of conviction.
Yeah.
And
I'm a
I
financial
just
analyst,
assumed it was
folks.
wrong.
Yes, that's correct.
That's a fact.
So, okay.
This
Yeah,
seems rad.
Do I need to roll anything for the actual like diving and
Do I
slurping
need
of
to roll anything?
slurping of abilities?
Do I? I'm gonna rage.
No, that
for
thing
shits and
happens
giggles while you're
regularly, right?
while you're
Rage in
sucking
my-
me.
Rage in my twink body.
Oh, it's the 8
Sweetie.
one.
Sweetie.
Not me.
Okay.
Ren.
Rage inside that twink.
I want to go home.
I know today's episode's been weirdly sexual.
Yeah.
This is not for children. If you're a child, if you're under the age of 18, please go away.
Oh, I rolled chest laser beam that blinds people.
So you blind me as I'm trying to copy.
So Ren's chest shoots out and blinds Upri.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
Okay, so because that ability you don't normally roll anything, it
No.
just happens. Yeah. It's the like aftermath that could potentially be damaging, but you keep rolling successfully. So
Don't sound so disappointed.
I like when there's challenge. So what we are gonna do is I have a D20. And I'm gonna roll this D20
Wow.
to basically decide if you are going to absorb some bullshit or some other bullshit. You
Great.
know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, like an odds or evens.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine what the results should be. Yeah, let's do an odds or even. Let's do an odds or even. Call it, Ren.
Odds.
Okay. Odds for director bullshit.
Yes.
Evens for
Upri bullshit.
Upri bullshit.
Oh, whoopsie.
Wild surge bullshit.
That's still good.
Odds.
Yes!
Yeah.
Like,
All right, so you have a whole list of shit,
I do.
Upri, from the director.
Oh,
yeah,
you do.
I do.
But don't give
So
me
I'm
that
gonna
rage.
pull those up real quick.
I
Determine which of these.
Which one you want to give? There's the unbridled rage. I hit my sibling.
I would
Sorry.
not like that, please.
There's instrument of deliverance. There's fat flat freeze. There's marinate. There's skin suit. There's ventriloquist.
Are you saying words right now?
And there,
Style of
Barely.
Medea.
This is harder to understand than the assimilator.
that's so mean.
Alright. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
7.
8, 9,
You got a
10,
lot.
11.
I don't have
Okay.
7 abilities.
There's some passive ones.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have 11 things.
Isn't there one where if you say the name of a musical, you get some sort of bonus?
I'm gonna roll a d12, and that's what's gonna determine which
I
one
think
of
that's
these
one
you
of
get.
those.
I
Okay.
have 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the other ones?
I think I have a copy here.
2. Fright, flight, or freeze spell. You project the feeling of panic into the sympathetic nervous system of your targets. Each creature in a 30-foot cone must succeed on a wisdom saving throw DC 14 or be compelled to react in one of the following ways. Right? Am I reading the right one? Yes,
Yeah.
I am. 1. The creature is frightened and releases that energy by screaming and shaking, causing disadvantage on any attack for the duration. If the creature lands an attack on you or any of your companions, the spell ends for that creature. 2. The creature is paralyzed with fear for the duration. If an attack is made on the creature by you or any of your companions, the spell ends for that creature. 3. The creature is frightened and must take the dash action to move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight of you, the creature can make a wisdom saving throw. On a successful save, the spell ends for that creature. So basically, you just have a frightening aura.
Oh, you've got an extra one?
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. Cool. I think that worked.
Gorgeous. So yeah, it did tap into the channel a little bit.
Can y'all switch back bodies
Yeah,
now?
cool. Yeah, I'm done here.
Fuck, I forget how, and I punch you in Ren's body. What's your unarmed attack?
What's my unarmed attack? I think a minimum 1, right? It's an unarmed a minimum, or can it be 0?
No, it can be 0. What's your strength?
It's
-1.
8. It's -1.
Oh,
so you do no damage.
I slap you. Damn, how do you open pickle jars? What the fuck?
I just hit him in like special spots. Like if you were to hit me here and I point to like that's where my liver. That's where I guess.
Oh,
that's where your liver
people.
is.
I was like, where are you hitting a pickle jar to get it to open?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you were to like punch like really precisely right here, you could do a lot of damage. Just.
I won't do
But
it.
this is your body.
Yeah, I almost did it.
Do we switch back? How do we switch back?
It's a good
I think you
question.
stab each other again,
It's a good question.
or the timer runs out. I think those are the two ways it happens.
Can't voluntarily release it.
No, only.
I think the person with the needle, so upraised body, still has the needle. I think is supposed to stab Ren's body again.
The swap is also undone if the controlled body. Yeah, so I stab myself with the needle again, but while I'm in your body.
How? Why did I have to get stabbed both times? And we'll switch back.
You know what's fun is that like if one of us died during that, we have to compete over the same body, and then the other one's soul would go away forever.
That is fun.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So
Oh, sorry, Jan.
I was just gonna be like, so y'all switch bodies for you to absorb into directive power.
Yes.
Why?
Well, here's.
Oh yeah, I
well,
didn't ask.
I want to get to a place where I am sure that nobody's listening in, and I don't know how to do that per se.
Don't we have hive mind?
A lead box.
Can you write on a piece of paper?
Yeah, but like, can the assimilator see through my eyes to see what I'm writing? Like, do we know? Have we like gotten an inkling into that sort of thing? Like, what sort of viewpoint they have of our lives? Because they know things about us, like weirdly know things about us.
They do know lots of things about you. And they seem to always know what you're up to.
Okay, I'll just come right out and say it. I'm trying to sick the assimilator on the director to get the director's powers. And I can't make any promises, but maybe bring Mare back.
Oh.
If he could do it,
Tall order.
if he could do it, the assimilator might be able to do it.
Yeah, but what cost?
I told him I'd eat a god.
Or at least touch a god.
Or try,
Yeah.
And with that, let's take a short little break. All right, we are going to be back in 10 minutes to talk more about touching gods.
Oh.
Bye.
No.
Touched by an angel. Mine's so dry.
It's not a skill that I use right
What is going on?
Making my way downtown, walking
Hi,
fast.
listeners.
Faces
We're
past
back
me, whole
from our
bound.
break.
We were hand farting for those who are listening
For
in the
those
post
of you who could not tell
podcast.
from those shitty ass hand farts.
Whoa, that was very rude.
All right, well, let's hear
They're
your
also
hand fart.
Airy.
Some farts are airy.
Some of us don't have clammy ass hands, bitch.
Get them. Roll for damage, bitch.
It's psychic.
Psychic
I
damage.
do have Clamio's hands. They're so wet all the time.
Oh.
Handshakes are the worst.
Way to make it about you. Wow. So we were back, intrepid viewers, sisters.
We are back,
Sisters.
and we had just done some fuckery with our bullshit abilities, which are corruption abilities that I gave everybody.
You did give.
Yeah,
You
I
did give
wrote
them to
these
us.
and then I gave them to you all, and then I didn't know how they would be used, so I'm now finding out how they will be used, and it is chaos.
I mean, there's always Shadows of Prophecy 2, The Streets, the sequel series later on in life. You didn't get the joke. It's okay. All right. Wow, y'all switched bodies. Oh, my goodness.
Wait, was that a joke about Step Up?
Yes.
I love Step Up the Streets.
Never.
I'm sorry. Is that the one where they like have brooms and like stomp and stuff?
Wow, y'all switched bodies.
Nope, that's not that one. Okay.
No, that's an
That's the other
actual.
dancing movie.
It's an actual thing.
Okay.
Step Up is Channing Tatum. It was just like his first movie.
Yeah. It's the aggressive white girl dancing in the gym.
That
Yeah.
saved the last dance.
Oh, is it? There are too many dancing movies.
We have no fucking idea what's
I
going
love
on
both
with
of
life
them.
and
Just so
things.
that's clear.
Anyway, we switched
And
back
you
bodies.
switch back to bodies, and that will put a pin in the results of whatever the fuck just happened, because Timothy needs some time to think about the implications. Yep. So that will happen. Yeah, a lot of things have happened today. And anything else you would like to do on the beach between the three of you?
Nah. Let's go home. Well, to someone else's home.
I'm going to tell them I kind of broke up with a succubus today.
Whoa.
I didn't even know I was dating. But cool. I think they imbued me with something.
Oh.
I just feel like there's been extra sunscreen added to me.
Okay.
You do have a beautiful shine.
Thank you. Melanin.
Oh, was that the succubus's name?
Oh.
Male. She asked genuinely.
The succubus was nameless.
Oh,
No, their name was nameless.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm kidding. We don't know.
that's confusing.
Oh.
Let's just name them Usher.
Oh no. Poor taste.
Why?
Are you thinking of R. Kelly? No.
Usher got
Is Usher-
sued for knowingly giving someone herpes.
Oh, okay, not Usher. Dua Leap.
Oh.
Dua Leap.
Right.
Anyway, so sorry about that fun tidbit.
That's not, for the record, that's not the succubus's name.
Yes.
It's Dua Leap.
We don't get to just name people. We don't ask their names.
It's my life.
But we're going to move on
done
from
that
that.
Yep.
So, Salvador has set us up this wonderful party.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes about a week to plan and kick off. But that's fine because you will have a lot of planning and preparation to do. There's pretty much daily meetings between Cyril, Daphne, yourselves, Scalia, Beatrice, Penny, Thrain, Isolde, Herrick, and Harland.
Mhm.
Did I get everybody?
Yeah.
Dax too. As you're planning on what to do about the silence and the fact that Alice has started to implode the layer between the material plane and the void.
Oops doopsie.
Oopsie doopsie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's like literally just destroying the barrier between the two.
Should we chat about that?
Nah.
We don't want to. Well, we need to have direction as a party.
Oh.
Like, do you want to sit down in front of a fire, get some candied bacon, maybe a joint or two, and decide what
Oh, the plane.
the plan.
Do you think we could teleport to her?
Well, you
Uh,
saw it, right?
I saw it in the memory, yeah.
How many
You've
people can you
seen it.
teleport?
What?
An
What?
army?
Just ourselves. Up to me and 8 people.
Oh, there was lots.
Yeah. So us and our 5 closest friends.
Maybe we find someone that can work some gate magic. Bring them with us. Open a gate between hither thither. Here and there.
As I'm sitting on the chair that I sat on days prior, eating candy bacon, I'm gonna be like, we can't just grab her, teleport her back, and try to. No.
No, it doesn't work. It'd have to be on the same plane, and we've already established that the void is outside of planes.
She's back.
But
she's
she's
on
back,
our
she's in
plane.
the sunken tower
She's
now.
straddling.
Oh, she's in the tower. I thought she was still in the void. Okay.
She's in the sunken tower, straddling the void
Gotcha.
and the material plane.
Straddle.
Slut.
She is technically in both places.
Oh,
What will happen if we just grab her from this place? That would have to break the connection, at least temporarily.
I mean, what if we just kill her?
That's what I was thinking.
That still leaves the problem of Ozymander wanting to wake up.
Yeah, but
Arcanist.
one less problem.
I guess that's true.
But it also sounds like, adding on to this, we have to deal with Maligna and Solaris. It seems like they're the closest. If we destroy them, it's the closest chance we have from stopping the cycle completely.
Yeah. Because they will eventually consume all of Arcanist, which is us.
Exactly. And I don't think Ozymander really cares that Arcanist is awake or not, just that she is there.
Yeah, that she isn't consumed by Maligna and
Well, how the heck do we
Solaris.
kill them?
I'm hoping our Titans can help with that. But
And is that something they want? Don't they want what's her name to wake up?
No, they want to restart. They want to restart the cycle, I thought.
well,
Oh.
they want to be let out of the void, and the process of letting them out of the void is what awakens Arcanist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we get there, but I don't know if any other option feels right. Because resetting the cycle is just going to perpetuate, one, the issue that the Titans will eventually want to come back into this world, and two, eventually just Arcanist won't exist anymore.
And what if we make the same deal Freya did?
Well, that's continuing the cycle.
Oh.
That still leaves Solaris and Maligna out there to consume reality.
Mm.
It seems like we either end the cycle. It seems like there's multiple cycles. No, hold on. I'm going to backtrack. Eventually, the cycle will end if it's a continuous of Arcanist being eaten. So, and if Arcanist is completely absorbed, instead of us being all one, we are all nothing. And I think that's something that we don't want. So, we have to figure out a way to either get Solaris and Maligna to stop consuming Arcanist. I don't know if killing is also... I think a lot of our journey we've killed. And maybe killing isn't what the goal is here. Maybe the goal is just understanding.
Thank you for paying attention. That's inspiration.
Yeah!
What do you have, 7 now?
I have 3.
Free.
I think, but to kind of go off of what I was saying, it seems like this entire journey, we've been so binary with it, kill or be killed. And maybe there's a way where everyone is at least not happy, but content in what's happening. So, go ahead.
I want to say that's a really good point. We still need to find a. I don't think we can't confront Maligna and Solaris. Like, we need to confront them, whether that's in some sort of diplomatic way or a violent way, a combat kind of way. We need to get to them and talk to them somehow. That's the only way that they're going to stop consuming
And I think
darkness.
the way we do that is we do have a battle coming up. I think that is inevitable. That's the one thing that we cannot stop. But maybe we use that battle to figure out a way to get all these people, or not people, all these entities to at least agree, because this feels like one big sibling squabble.
That's a good point. Just have an intervention. Get them all in one room, have an intervention.
Exactly. And maybe in that we can figure out a way to allow the Titans out of the void without them hurting anyone when they're out of the void. Maybe turning them into people. I don't know.
Hilarious. I would love that. That'd be great if we could do that. I mean, Alice is obviously the most pressing problem. She is the most active threat to our existence. Could we...
You all having this conversation with just you, or are you having this conversation while present with other allies that you have?
Let's add Cyril to this. Even though I hate the bitch, I think she's helpful. I think it's a round table. I think we have a round table.
Okay,
as the months are happening.
I wasn't sure if you were doing this at your like round table situations, or if you wanted to intentionally pull each other aside to have this conversation outside of earshot of other people.
I think Cyril, Daphne, maybe someone from the Secret Secretary Society. I don't quite know if I trust the people who we recruited at the masquerade's intentions yet.
Okay.
What about Gladys?
She's not here.
Yeah,
Gladys is
Gladys bounced.
Can we just call? I mean, she's a time witch. If we just call her name,
Yeah, we just yell her name into the
Gladys.
And
Say
she
your name
pops
3
in,
times
she's
in
like,
a mirror.
I brought popcorn.
Do we have a plan for? How confident do you feel about getting us to the sunken tower?
Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
Assuming that I feel like we saw it in that group vision with Daphne, so that should be pretty simple.
Okay. Because my thought is we could sick Duke Ironheart's army on the sunken tower, on the Silence, potentially having them pull a lot of their resources out of the tower itself onto the battlefield. We teleport in to confront Alice.
Yeah.
I think the goal, as long as we can distract Alice or distract whoever long enough to figure out how to save this world. Yeah.
Can we have Daphne keep tabs on the tower so we get like a daily update?
Yes, you can
Okay.
have Daphne keep tabs on the tower.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
And then tackle the Primordials after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, one step at a time.
What is the means of contacting them? Because I think you've talked to them in the void, but have we ever talked to a primordial outside of that? I know I interrupted their monologue once, and I got yelled at for it.
That was when y'all were really high.
Oh, yeah.
Can't say I remember.
I guess I would think that having Alice having that portal to the void open is probably the only chance we'd get to like yell something to them if we wanted to either call out Maligna or Solaris and get them to put their face to the hole.
Well, are those people in the void? Isn't Razrath and Titans just in the void?
I thought everything was in the void.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't quite know where Solaris and Maligna
Shouldn't they be in
exist.
like a heaven and hell situation?
They exist outside of this reality, in this plane, in this, regardless, they exist outside of what we know. But it seems like Alice is breaking down that wall, so it is our only chance to make contact.
It's just the two? Void, not void?
I feel like Ilaria, like, she doesn't care. She's he, she, they.
No, but like, is there maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 extra planar dimensions that have inhabitants that would also get killed that we can like somehow coax?
I mean,
Like, hey, Fae folk, want
Religions-
to come help?
religions, you talk about like the celestial plane and the infernal plane,
Hmm.
the heaven, hell.
And are those real?
Not
I've-
according to Alice.
Not according to
Oh.
Alice. But it's hard to say. I've never.
So maybe they are just pockets of the void then that people think are heaven and hell.
That could just be where Maligna and Solaris
Ooh.
Their own
reside.
little oases.
I'm being passed a note.
Looks like a novel.
Please move your car. It is double parked.
Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, I get new powers.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah, you finally had your conversation.
Right.
Just a reminder, everybody has already gotten this.
I'm left out. Where are my new
Len's is
powers?
not special.
I didn't get new wounds.
All right, so the plan is send in the army
And then tie up Alice.
and try to get to the Alice. All right. Yeah, so we can work with that. So over the week that leads up to the party, you have your regular round table with all of the people that you saved and made deals with. So Thrain, Ironheart, and Percy are really going to be working closely with each other. So they're going to go back to their homelands in order to rally up the troops and then also to fund this Inquisition. Lady Harland has entered a quid pro quo arrangement with you around secrets.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit more difficult to navigate. However, you did also save her life after that deal. So she's
did.
become a little bit more liberal with the secrets that she is able or willing to part with. She also is connected with Aquila. Because Aquila has had a spy network set up. So you were able to connect her with Aquila to feed her the secrets that she was looking for and also to help infiltrate the Silence.
I have a secondary ask for
Okay.
her.
Yeah.
And somebody tell me if you think there's better options. But I would like to have her try and destabilize the business ventures of Preya and the Order of Preya and Pudicum.
Okay.
So destroy religion.
Divest from Preya and Perdicia.
Exactly.
Or we
No,
ban
because-
TikTok.
Because they're gonna if we weaken them, Duke Ironheart has a better chance of being able to push his army to the sunken tower.
Yes.
So we want to destabilize, and we also don't like them, so destabilizing them is great.
How do we destabilize 2 organized religions that have been around for centuries? Millennia.
How?
Well, certainly not with the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't do much here.
Uh,
But
Maybe a dumber,
having
more
powerful
less
allies
believable
with
religion.
lots of money and influence on your side, however.
That sounds like a good plan to everybody, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Because we're going to have to deal with them anyway.
Yes.
Post-silence destruction.
Well, maybe we can even get the Silence on our side. And I don't know.
No,
I
they want to
think-
destroy everything. It's a bit much.
But they want to become. They want to be silent. They want to
They-
be silent by becoming one. What if we tell them that about Maligna and Razaroff destroying? Like they want to become one. They don't want to become nothing.
Oh.
I think that we want to keep that a secret as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because from my
Oh.
understanding, it's knowing that we are in someone's dream, we are Arcanus's dream. I think the more people that know that, the more likely is she is to awaken. So we want to keep that under wraps. That's my understanding of the mechanics of Arcanus.
I didn't really think that Arcanus was really dream. Oh. Kind of brings up the point. Even if Arcanus is awake, does that mean that she wants to be awake? I don't know. Some things to think about.
She did go to bed on purpose.
It's true.
Maybe she just had a long day and fell asleep on the couch.
That's literally, I think, the reason why she fell.
Brunch. She had
This is just her nap.
Yeah,
yeah.
In some celestial, like,
couch.
there's just like a woman with her hand across her forehead laying on her chaise, just be like knocked out with lithium. It's fine. Or
Lithium.
Valium. Not
I was
lithium.
like, what does she have? BPD? Damn.
Valium.
No wonder this world's fucked.
But yeah.
I had another thought. Is it if I talk to his old, what is the extent of lucid dreaming? Like, I'm only in the realm of the dreamer, or is that an avenue that I could talk to something from beyond?
I think it was kind of coincidental that the dreamer and you talked in that space.
Yeah.
Lucid dreaming is lucid dreaming as if it was in this real world.
Oh, okay. So it has no other
No
effect.
real
So you can talk to
power.
demons just like I do.
It's my
It
personal
helped
ones.
in your
Wow.
little gathering of minds, melding of minds, because it helped create the space
Oh, okay.
more accurately to communicate the idea. But that's all lucid dreaming is. It's you navigating your own dreams in order to understand your deepest truths and desires.
Gotcha.
And be able to reenact and process a dreamscape.
I'm so happy that's not what my dreams in real life are.
Yeah. It seems like an odd skill to have, but
Yeah, I'll take a recreation of the train to Busan any night.
I will say, now that we've had these round tables, it's making me think different about Arcanus. I kind of forgot that she put herself to sleep. So
She is mother.
she is mother.
Mother. She murdered all of us.
She read the dolls, so she can go to bed.
She napped so we could sleep.
Oh, God.
yeah. All right. Anything else that you would like to instruct people to do? I think we also have like the Secret Secretary Society can help with Aquila and Lady Harlan.
Yep.
So you can send them off there to try to infiltrate the various organizations as well. These are all things that we will put a pin in, and the outcomes of these choices will be revealed in the next session.
Outcomes, those never go well for me.
The penultimate episode. Ooh.
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
We have to solve 3 years of trauma in one episode.
It's truly.
Now, the other piece, or the last piece of information or decision making that comes up throughout this week is Daphne's observations of the sunken tower. There does appear to be some sort of ceremonial sigil surrounding the tower and blocking direct transportation, which means that your plan to blip in, blip out is going to be a little bit more difficult. And Thrane's army is going to be critical in order for you to reach the tower.
Okay.
Which
Head on
means
assault
that
then.
you are going to have to wait until your allies are able to do their tasks and buy you the opening that you need in order to enact this mission.
Do we have a general time frame for that?
It's hard to tell. At this point, it's only been a week. Really just sent off Thrain
Yeah.
and Percy and all of the other people to go start doing things. It's probably going to be a period of months. as battles are going to start cropping up. And Daphne's able to get some foresight into this. So like you do get some estimation of the battles that will crop up, that the war will take place. It will be a clash of several forces, with the Order fighting the mages, you fighting the Silence, and everything kind of getting muddled in the middle.
Could you have Aquila like spread rumors that the apostates have started besieging the tower to get them to like move out of Metropolis?
That's a good point. To try and get the Order to move out of the
It's like
Metropolis.
the apostates have gathered a wicked magic circle that's tearing apart because they could probably see that there's a hole opening in the sky.
Well, can we get the Order and the Silence to fight each other?
That's
the intent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if we can get them to like at least head over to the Sunken Tower and engage with the Silence, I think that'd be good. So that's a good point. Have
Yeah.
Aquila and Lady Golden
Harland.
Shade.
Golden Shade.
Yeah. And we're headed to Andropolis next, right?
Yeah.
It is centralized.
That
It's
was
like a good
the
spot.
plan.
All of our allies are there.
That is where you've been sending everybody
Yeah.
to meet you for the end game.
Yes. And
What
we
if we
want
just
to
never
collect
ended up
all of
there?
our powerful, like individually powerful allies to like come with us to the Sunken Tower. I think
Yeah.
that's like a good call. Like Mara is a good fighter. Midnight is there.
Champion.
Your siblings probably. They're
Yeah.
strong. Do you know anybody?
I could probably call a few people.
All right.
I could try to find Pam Pam, but there's a lot of bushes out there.
Yeah.
I'd have to check.
Yeah. I've never met Pam Pam. What am I talking about? Who?
You feel like you know them from the
Yeah, I mean, we've
stories.
talked about her as the bush lady, right?
Bush person.
Sorry.
The doula.
The bush doula.
The bush doula.
Bush doula. Pan Pan, we love you so
Yes.
much. We miss you. Our
Who knows? Maybe
our
in the middle of the
lovely
desert.
local bush
Yeah,
They're
doula.
just a bush. And a bunch of dead people around them.
I believe it.
Gorgeous. So, when you are trying to get the Order to go to the tower, are you instructing Thrain to have the Inquisition army attempt to work alongside the Order, in secret of the Order? Like, what is the plan there, the tactics around how to navigate that?
Thrain is a known general? Like if
Yeah.
the Order head's like, oh, you're the dude, so
Yeah.
they would probably think it's legit that Thrain is there on his own accord, and not like a secret rogue army that would
Yeah.
betray them.
What if they dressed up like Preya and Predicum?
This is a matter of, do you want the Order to... Do you want to risk the Order co-opting Thrain's army? Because it is one-on-one, you can have conversations with people, but once you have an entire force of lots and lots of people, things get confusing and muddled, and not everybody's being told the full story. Or, honestly, in this case, the Inquisition's probably not being told the full story.
Yeah.
They're probably being told some sort of figment of reality, that you need to be able to point in the right direction. And so getting swept up with the Order does come with its own complications,
I don't think we should.
but does get them into the Silence real fucking quick, because then they're working along, like, together.
I feel like once the Order gets there, they're going to be tempted, and it's just going to be holy power that's also super corrupt. So maybe better not.
Yeah, I'm worried that Thrain is a bit too manipulatable. Because
I mean,
He
all
was pretty
cares-
easy.
he bent the knee real quick to you.
I mean,
Aubrey.
all he cares about is winning. He doesn't. I don't think it matters what that winning means as long as he
Yeah,
wins.
so I'm worried that if he allies himself with the Order of Prey and Pedicum, it's going to be the Order's goals that are going to take precedence. Does that make sense? Like he's gonna align his goals with the Order's goals, and then potentially have another theocracy on our hand.
Or a bolder theocracy.
Yeah. So no, I more imagine this like the Battle of Three Armies in The Hobbit, where where they like all three armies are like meh together at once. And they're all killing each other.
Never seen it.
Well, it's okay. It's not great.
Oh, like Helm of Two Deeps or whatever.
Yeah, Helm of Two Deeps. Yep.
Yeah.
Helm of Two Deep.
Yeah.
So no.
No,
okay.
never mind.
So Daphne's able to provide some insights to the potential outcomes of these decisions. This is the great thing about having an oracle is every time you make decisions, she's able to be like, well, that's going to have these implications. So she's able to explain that by keeping them as separate forces, aiming for the silence in the sunken tower means that the trajectory of the Order will be a zigzag through the countryside towards the tower that targets apostate mages along the way. Thrain's army is going to try to take a more direct route towards the sunken tower and meet the silence with force.
So Thrain would get there first because the Jesus people are too busy crucifying.
Basically,
Yeah.
they're going on a crusade.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we can destabilize them enough that their like morale is weakened when they like get there, so they're less likely to put up a fight. That's what Akila's up to. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's been doing it this whole time. Looks at DM.
We're gonna like really pull things. So we've been focused so much on like the immediate and like interpersonal direct actions that you have all had, and we are now zooming out pretty far, and now you all are like shifting your focus to how this plays on the global scale. Yeah. This would have been a really wild fourth season that we're gonna do in like the next half hour. All right, so that's the trajectory that you put everybody on, but we have a party. We have a party to attend
Where?
to.
Oh.
A different party.
And
not-
the party
not
in
the-
town.
Hopefully better than the last
Whoa,
party that you
we're
went
zooming way back in.
yeah. So whoop, and then zoom right back in. Hopefully this goes a lot better than the masquerade. So Salvador has been working with his father, Elmira, others of the 8 who are the council of important, influential decision makers in Teravas, and all of the staff of Elmira's estate to plan a celebration. It probably was too big to keep under wraps.
Oh, this was for. Oh, you mean in keeping it a surprise from everyone?
Yeah. I mean, did you want this to be a surprise for
Oh
them?
well, no. Well, I want people to attend it.
Okay. Cool. So basically it's been this like whole thing that for like the last week they put out flyers for this giant block party that's gonna have a bouncy house and all of these attractions and paddle boats and potluck and catering, all sorts of things, games and a big cake that is there a baker? I can't remember if there was a baker. I
There's
don't think
got to
there
be a
was
baker in town.
I mean, yes, but I wasn't sure if they were in the
Oh no.
the 8. No, they're not one of the 8s.
I mean, there's Larissa Crum who deals with spices, but
No, unfortunately, I don't think the spice trader is the person who is bringing the cake. But yeah, so that excitement has been buzzing in the background as you all are having these very difficult, stern, stressful planning sessions day after day after day after day, and it's really starting to wear you thin. That like you're used to being able to address something head on, and that while terrifying and difficult in its own right, is something that you feel like you have control over. This is another beast altogether, and it is wearing on all of you. Which is great because we have a party to attend to. Yay! So the day of the party arrives, and everybody wakes up with excitement, and there's no planning happening today. We are not having our round table. We are not thinking about the end of the world. We're not thinking about taking down primordial beings or titans or killing Alice or not killing Alice or trying to convince her not to end the world or any of these really complicated, difficult topics. We're all going to have a very fun time.
Yeah.
So, I would like you all to tell me, what do you do at this party? Like, let's go around the table and just like, what is it that you partake in while we're here? There's like so many different things. There's lots of food to eat. There's lots of people. The town has been buzzing with excitement leading up to this. There's games, activities.
I would like to go on a swan boat ride with one other person. And it doesn't matter who, because they'll be up in the air and I'll be like down in the water.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want to do.
Well, you spend your day on a swan boat.
Oh,
You're
not the
like
whole
patting the
day.
bench for somebody to join you.
Yeah.
What?
Yo, you want to go on a swan boat ride?
Sure. Cool. Let's do it.
Are we going to the ocean on swan boats? Because that sounds dangerous.
It's like a little key.
Are there
It's like a
waves?
little key, yeah.
We capsize.
Light waves. Light waves. It's a relatively protected area from like the ocean. It's like a little inlet that all of the port has been built around or inside of. So it's relatively calm. Perfect for having lots and lots and lots of docks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of docks. There's
I
like
love a
5
dock.
docks.
I love
And
a
like
good
10
dog.
beaches. So, what is Yonsei
what?
doing besides the swan boat ride with their sister?
I think I'm actually socializing with the people in town and like eating food and really trying to understand and recognize what I'm fighting for, who I'm fighting for.
Mm.
So I'm being more social than I normally am. Lots of
Nice.
food, lots of getting to know people or
Yeah.
understanding people.
It's a nice little pause from the last month of travel and adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Being reminded that the people are here and they have their lives. There are ups and there are downs. But at the end of the day, they have a life. They have people they love and care for. They have things that bring them comfort, things that bring them sadness. They play, they laugh, they eat, they fall in love, they fall out of love.
Is the succubus there? Does the succubus come to the party?
The succubus will give Yonsei space.
Oh.
Are you sure they're queer?
Mood.
No, they show up with a U-Haul the next day.
I'm like, I don't
I know
live
you
here.
said no, but I packed all of my things.
It's just here in this truck for like whenever.
I don't
Like
even live here.
whenever.
Well, it's got wheels, so it can go anywhere we need to.
You hauled to the Airbnb you're staying.
No.
They make mistakes.
No. No.
They say, I'm sorry.
People.
Ugh.
So many
Gives me the ick.
emotions.
Apologizing. Get out of here.
They struggle. They face challenges.
Wait, we still talking about the townsfolk?
Yeah.
They fail.
Oh.
They overcome.
I don't know. Upri resents them all if that's what they're doing. She's gonna go drink somberly in a corner somewhere and glare at everyone that comes near her. It's not fair. Fuck them.
Why is it not fair?
That all of are we having a conversation?
Yeah, I walk
You're
up.
in the swan boat.
I mean, I don't know. Why us? Why do they just get to live their lives and do fucking nothing?
Honestly, it's the luck of the draw. It's unfortunate that we have had to bear all of this. It sucks. It fucking sucks. But there's nothing we can do about that. We can't just give up. We just can't do nothing. We just can't resent them for something they don't know that we're doing. It's not their fault. But you're
I
feeling,
guess that's true.
yeah.
Doesn't mean I have to be nice to them.
You sure don't.
Want to go bully somebody?
No.
Oh,
But at least understand that most of these people, 99.99% of the world does not understand what is happening right now and why we are doing what we need to do. So even on this day, let's just have fun. Even though the world may end, it's not because of them.
I guess that's true.
I
It's
want
what-
to give you both inspiration
Aw.
for that scene. That was amazing.
Thank you.
I'm just going to say last week I was told I was hoarding.
You gotta start using that.
yeah. Well, we've barely rolled this episode, which
Yeah.
is fine. Speaking of bullying, though, who did you say was in the dunk tank?
Oh, it's Duncan Stilts.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to analyze the target and buy as many balls as I can and just continually dunk this poor person.
Nice.
I'm also eating and drinking a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having a great time for those who are watching from afar.
Okay, based on what I understand about Duncan, he is like the last person who has signed up
Yeah, he's
willingly to run this station, because he's the most curmudgeon-y, angry man.
yeah,
But
it is.
I do love the idea of him being the one, because he's the lens crafter.
Mm.
Every time
Name
he
drop.
gets dunked,
Not a sponsor.
he has to like wipe off his glasses and like dry them off so that he can see again.
Yeah.
And after you've dunked him like 4 or 5 times, he just like gets really pissed off and he's just like fuck it and like doesn't like just takes off his glasses and just sits there like blind the rest of the day before like leaving and going home.
Poor
He just
man.
has a really bad day.
Well,
Oh, he
yeah.
doesn't start to have fun with all of us having fun.
Let's switch him out with the person with the cane.
If you would like to intervene, I will let you intervene.
Yeah, I'll jump in there. I'll sit on the dunk tank.
Oh, we're gonna dunk the hell out of Salvador.
Oh my gosh.
I'm on the swan boat and I use Eldritch Blast.
From 300 feet, can you do that now?
Possibly.
Do you have that? The what I don't remember what the invocation is called, but the really far away
Sharpshooter.
sharpshooting.
Just like you're
Eldritch Blast.
Shooting through a crowd.
It's 100. It's 120 feet, but
Okay.
I'll make sure I get close enough. I want it to be a surprise,
Oh, okay.
and I just pew pew.
But yeah, I imagine Duncan can't be in there the entire day. He's in there because
Okay,
he's
yeah.
people dislike him the most. But he also knows like, oh, well, people are gonna pay like a silver to dunk me. So,
Fine.
but he still hates it.
He still hates.
He's
it.
like, why
"Why the
don't
fuck
people
did I
love
sign
me?
up?"
I'm obviously the smartest person in town.
Obviously.
Wow, that reminds me of someone.
Who?
No, no one in this game.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm not going to evoke. No, I'm not saying this on camera. I'm not saying this on camera. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So dunk take, tank.
Dunk take. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's roll. Let's roll for how much you dunk
Oh goodness.
Salvador.
What's the AC of the target?
18.
18.
18?
Well, you've analyzed it.
Wow, that's a really high. That's really high.
It's a precision.
Okay,
It's a
little
game of precision.
Yeah.
That's 2 hits.
She's gorgeous.
I rolled a nat 1. Those are 2 misses. Wow. That's a hit and a not hit. I rolled another nat 1.
Wow.
So it's a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag. Yeah.
But I probably.
But you're
couldn't-
having a lot of fun.
Yes. Sometimes
Um,
I'll dunk him as he's trying to get back up onto the platform. Like he sets the platform back up and is like climbing back up, and I dunk him again.
Yeah. Which the first 2 times is really funny.
I would only do it a certain number of times.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
This is all for the good of the community.
I also give sage advice to the children who want to play too, so they're better at it.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, you see the
Hateful.
like demonic like glee in their eyes, and they're just like, yes.
Oh goodness, what have I wrought on this small seaside community?
It's been a whole year since I've seen you. You're like a pillar of the community that is back in town for,
A week.
I'm the cool uncle, yeah.
well, has been a week, but is going to be like months,
Yeah.
based on the trajectory of where things are going.
In between being dunked on, I try to make it a point to see all the people in the council, because I've had some experience with them in the past, and some of them I've grown up with. I make a point to try to find Sakadal and Lenore, and we're gonna share an ex Benny. I kind of want to see how they have adapted to their roles, because I think at the end of the arc with them, they were going to take over more of. Lenore was going to stand up to her grandma, and Sakadal was going to be more adult. So
Yeah.
Welcome to the stage. I'm kidding.
Ellie's coming down the stairs, and Jen.
Okay. So, Lenore has tried standing up to her grandmother. It's been difficult. It's been a tenuous, and she shares this with you. It's been a tenuous experience. Again, I think she's only like 9 now.
Oh, I think she was
Or was
12.
She 13? Was she 13?
She was a tween.
It's
Yeah.
only a year. It's been a year, so she's still kind of a child.
Yeah.
But more mature. And so she shares this with you. They've been working together a lot, which has helped.
Yeah.
So instead of having to fight both her grandmother and have this rivalry, they've been able to help each other out.
Nice.
They've also been able to wean off some of the tactics that were deployed by their families. Now that Sakadal has taken over, he's been a lot more forthcoming about the pact
Yeah.
that he has with his or that the crew has with the ship. And gives them a way to leave their contract at the end.
Good.
After being in service. So he started treating it more like a joint agreement. So for those of you who are not aware, Sakadal's family, both Sakadal and Lenore's family own fleets of ships. Lenore's family has been sacrificing children for demonic pacts in order to maintain their power. And Sakadal's family has been binding the crew to the ship with demonic contracts.
I listened to the episode.
So they
I remember.
die.
So they can help us find Maligna.
The other thing that comes of this is that they are able to supply ships, a
navy.
boat. What is it called? A navy.
Yeah.
They're able to provide a navy to assist with Thrain's army,
That's so generous, I say to them.
especially with Percy paying for it. They're
Right.
much
Naturally.
more- yeah.
Is Percy at this barbecue?
He was saved.
No, you
Yeah.
had to send them.
Oh,
off.
you went back,
Yeah,
right.
over the last week, everybody's left.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to invite him back specifically.
No, I'm just going to retroactively say I write them a letter thanking them for their army and thanking them for the time that we spent together that night because it really cleared a lot of things up for me. That's it. Something simple.
Cleared something up for him too.
Yeah.
I really did. I cleared that chimney
With your army.
with my arm.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on. Yeah. So you're able to talk with all of the council members. You're able to spend the whole day having tons and tons of fun and stuff.
Yeah.
It's great. Anything else that you would like to establish happens during this party? Anything?
I show Sakatl and Lenore my new Good Dreams ability.
Yes. It's a very fascinating ability. What a party trick.
Yeah. A circle of 90 feet radius around me all magically fall asleep.
Yes. And wake up pleasantly relaxed and rested, and ready to go have a second go at the potluck.
And the dunk tank, because now they have
Oh,
advantage
yeah.
on their throw.
Oh, yes, yeah. Whoever's in the dunk tank after that is very sorry they signed up.
Would I even like fall in? How deep is the water?
That's a good point.
You just fall
I
down
just
and you're
land on my
standing in your
feet.
waist.
Yeah.
It's like waist height, and then you just climb back up.
Yeah. All right. So after the party fades away into the night, you go off to bed, and we fast forward a little bit of time.
We
You
got a time
spend
jump.
the next couple months planning, coordinating with the army and your spies, learning more about the silence, what they're doing, getting intel on their leaders. These are all things that I will provide you in our next session. We won't cover them now, but you spend the next couple months doing this, getting ready for your eventual trip. You do think that you can still teleport there, it just won't be directly on the tower.
Yep.
There will be a perimeter.
A small Strack team.
Correct. This is what we're setting up.
It's 8 total, right?
Yeah, 8 plus me.
Okay. So 9
However,
total.
Yeah.
things begin to change during this time. The loss of Meredith was just the first crack in the dam. A foreboding sign for the trials to come. In the quiet months leading up to your journey to Entropolis, the ominous tide of the fading began to sweep over reality, leaving chaos and uncertainty in its wake. It probably began long before anyone realized. We weren't watching the animals too closely. No one can really keep tabs on the outer planes. And people do turn up missing from time to time. But forests have slowly been getting quieter. And those posters have begun to take up more space. There doesn't seem to be a pattern in who's claimed next as Arcanus awakens, pulling their souls into herself. Each passing day has begun to feel like a fragile gift, a precious moment amidst the encroaching darkness. As the veil between worlds crumbles, the full awakening looms ever closer, casting a shadow of dread over your every step. With each fading memory and vanishing face, the urgency of your quest grows more palpable. Will you find the strength to face the challenges ahead, to stand firm against the encroaching oblivion? The sunken tower awaits, a beacon of peril on the horizon, with reality itself hanging in the balance. The time has come to muster your courage and confront the silence, to stop Alice spiraling us all towards oblivion. Will you gather your resolve in time? Will you build up your strength enough to break through the battalions defending their prophet? Enough to take down the primordials? And what will you even say to her when you arrive? Will your words be enough to pierce the veil of her despair, to halt her descent into madness? And with that, we're going to end today's episode.
Yay! That was
Dear.
sponsy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Dear intrepid listeners, as we close the curtain on the latest chapter of Shadows of Prophecy, we bid you farewell from the mysterious tapestry of our cosmic tale. Remember, the darkness never sleeps, but our doors are always open for those brave enough to explore. We couldn't do it without your support. A special thank you to our generous patrons, JCH, Chris B, and Maggie Z, whose unwavering support keeps the candles burning bright here at Goblin Forge. Before we bid you farewell, remember to like, follow, and subscribe to stay updated on our future journeys into the unknown. This playcast is a Goblin Forge production. If you enjoyed what you experienced today, follow us on Instagram at goblin_forge_TTRPG, at goblin_forge on TikTok, or join our Discord community. And if you haven't already, be sure to share the mysteries of Shadows of Prophecy with your friends and fellow seekers of the supernatural. Until we meet again, may the mysteries of this world continue to intrigue your mind and awaken your sense of wonder. Stay curious, stay daring, and always embrace the darkness. Bye!
Bye!